awake, you will agree that whack MCs need rap degrees to match with me. I'm gangster mackin', cash money stacking. Never did I smoke, but I sold a gang of crackin'. Every day searching for the new dope house. I know I'm living large, but I know I got to get out. Cause the day that I dread, it may come soon. Maybe I better step aside and let these kids boom. But my rep that I protecting with a strong hand. To step aside to sort of look like I'm the weak man. So I rode through the city with my fails, thinking I got too much money to sit in jail cells. Girlies all up on my tip cause they want something new. I wine them, dine them, then I break them off a yard or two.
SlapStik
Eyes
records,
closed.
everybody.
Wow.
Stephen G. Freestyle mode. What you gonna do with it? What?
That's
Hey,
freestyle. That's just off the TOP.
Yay.
The
Kill it.
TOP.
How is that not the new theme song? Like,
Yeah,
I
that
was
gotta
like,
be the theme
Right.
song. You
Where
had
is-
to record that.
Record that.
Is this
Yeah,
on
you had to record
Spotify?
that.
Where can I find this?
Yes. Twitch.
It's not like I couldn't
do
do it again. It'd be different words maybe, but we could do it again.
I suck at this shit. I can't
I'm
do
sitting
it.
here like,
I'd be like,
even
"Ah."
even Misha's putting in the A's, and I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna just be quiet.
Yeah, I was a rapper as a kid, as a baby, but
Mm.
soon as I turned grown, I put the comedy in flow. Know what I'm saying? Not delaying. That's what I'm saying with my word playing. Stephen G and about to get even this evening. That's right. Got some drink up in the left hand. I don't give a damn. This is my man.
JC in the fucking.
What?
He was about to try it.
I'm passing the mic to you. Like, take over.
Please.
Do it. Yeah.
They can't see me look shocked. Like,
Yeah, Leslie's over here like, put that on.
don't pass it to me. I don't know how to. I can do your taxes though.
I can do your tax.
That's big though. That's a nice. I can do your taxes.
Yeah, I can do that too. Yeah, no problem.
I can do your taxes.
No problem. Yeah. I'm sure we have some people listening that
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
need their taxes done.
Yeah, Leslie does taxes.
And I tell you,
Wait.
and
No,
just
let's
a
back
word
that
of
up. Let's
advice.
back-
Just a word of advice. Wait till you get your stimulus before you do your taxes.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people who make a lot of money, wait.
Yeah.
Let them send it first.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. I got people calling me saying I owe back taxes. I'm like, no, I don't. Like they trying to get me.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh,
And then the
Guess
next
what
call,
we
they're
need
calling
you to do
warranty.
with your money? Send it to us.
Give it to us. We're gonna give you a whole package. Oh yeah, sure.
about that.
All right.
SlapStik Radio, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Good way to start. Stephen G. freestyling.
Yeah.
I like this opening.
We're in the
Get your hot
SlapStik
fire,
Comedy
man.
Studios,
Yes.
guys. Thank you
Get
for
that
listening.
hot fire.
That hot fire.
Today, our guests on the show today, we got Leslie Battle.
Hey,
Leslie
hey.
Battle
What's
in the
going on?
building. A veteran Leslie Battle. Miss Leslie Battle in the building.
So
Yeah.
happy to see you, Leslie.
It's good to be here.
Yes.
It's so good to be here.
And
With my
also-
hair all
Thank you for
grown out.
coming.
Oh,
Thank you for
I'm
coming.
loving it. You got me thinking about it.
Girl, I'm telling you, do it. Do it.
Is it easy?
Look,
Ma-
Mike can tell you, I've been working on these roofs for a month, and you can't tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
love it.
y'all don't know when my hair is messed up, and I'm just over here telling on myself. Like, nobody had to know, but I'm just over here being, you
Before you leave, I got a miracle to
Now
show
that looks
you.
good.
Oh,
It
That
does.
looks
I
good.
love it. It looks really good. And also in the building, we got Mr. Hassan Hancock.
Hey,
Hassan in the building.
Yeah.
Yes,
Going down.
indeed.
It's going down.
My main man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Got a nice open mic on Wednesday night.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Wednesday nights is Red Rock Comedy, man, on East Broad Street, Blackwood, Ohio. If you're in the Ohio area, Columbus area, check us out.
On the
7:30.
east side?
On the east side.
Yeah,
East
Oh yeah,
side.
Yeah.
absolutely.
on the east side. So Reynoldsburg, all of that area, Whitehall, is not far from you. Right on Broad Street. Do you know the address right offhand?
Yeah, it's 7197 East Broad Street.
7197 East Broad Street. Get out there if you tell jokes or you're funny, you think you're funny. Get out there, come out. They're having a great time. I was out 2 weeks ago.
No,
And
no,
it
week
was
ago,
like a week ago, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And it was like 25 comics.
Right.
So was it as many
Last night.
yesterday?
About 15.
About 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So
good.
that's a good average.
Yeah.
That's a really good average.
Any more than that, about 40, I'd be like, Lord. Jesus.
Yeah, no
Look.
doubt about it.
Do you have a limit?
I don't miss those days.
I haven't really got to a limit yet. I mean, I think the limit really would be about 20 years.
Yeah.
You would love to just come work out and just.
Cause that's where we met, Leslie, wasn't it? At his open mic when he had it.
Just every now and then, just come and hit it.
When you get that Scarlet and Gray. That's
10,
right.
15 minutes.
I thought it was. I thought Bridget was around.
Be
For
hard.
some reason, yeah. I thought it was like after one of her shows or something. I don't know.
After one of
How long
Bihar.
ago are we talking?
Oh,
So,
it's been a
I
minute
mean,
because
yeah.
Cindy Leland actually, I remember her like Misha, you and Leslie got it. And then after that we connected.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, because oh goodness, I mean, like we've got a whole nother decade started.
That is true. It was a minute ago. That's why I'm happy to see you. And then
Ooh.
Hassan, he still has his open mics going. Comedians have to show up by or sign up by 7:30.
7:30.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the show time is 8 o'clock.
8:30.
8:30.
You
Yeah,
know,
roughly.
See pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly.
So
Make
say
sure you
8.
keep it as roughly. Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, big man. What's
So
up,
what
bro?
I want to know
There
is,
he is.
did y'all watch Coming to America?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Tell me your
Yes,
opinion.
ma'am.
Coming to Leslie, what do you think?
Yes.
Look,
What do you
first
think,
of all,
Les?
don't be talking about how old people look because in 30 years that's how your ass will look.
Exactly.
Oh, language. What are we
No,
doing?
go
Oh,
Language?
you're
ahead.
okay.
Okay,
You're
just
good.
checking. Because
You're good.
I want to be that person that's having to get bleeped
Right.
all the time. I mean, I think speaking of it in the context of where we are right now, that a lot of people are coming off of, a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are just like, it was just Black History Month. And so they were expecting this to be this like, magnum opus.
Uh-huh.
It's comedy. It's what
The
Eddie
thing
does.
that cures everything.
Right. And I mean, yeah, for a lot of people, there was a lot of nostalgia associated with it. But I'm just like, these are people in the same roles 30 years later.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of actors and actresses in Hollywood
Not
that
here.
can't be doing that
Yes, indeed.
in 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about
Wouldn't
that.
be able to do it.
Well, I'm just saying Botox keeps you from being
Yeah,
able to
and
be
they wouldn't
facially
be-
expressive.
Yeah, they wouldn't be cast at.
It's hard to act when you can't move your face.
Yeah, It is. It definitely is.
Yeah, like they still talk about Kirk Franklin. Remember when
Look.
he performed? It was like 2 years ago when they said he did Botox before he got out there. And
Oh, yeah.
Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
They still talking about that. That is true.
And I want to see you say hallelujah.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you with
So I
me?
heard you guys talking about Carolines. I wanted to join the conversation.
Oh.
But did you guys know they are opening back up in April?
I did not know.
The Carolines?
Yes, in New York.
In New York City.
Yes.
Opening back up. How about that?
Yes.
Good for them, man.
So, hey, if you want to be,
Right.
if you think you're funny and you want to be on Saturday Night Live, that's where you go. So,
Or you-
Carolines.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Or you can come to Red Rock and you can try it. I'm messing with you. Caroline's is where it's at, man.
Save yourself a trip to New York.
Well, Lorne Michaels isn't in at the Red Rock. He's in Carolines. So we're talking national stuff right now.
I know. I'm trying.
This guy is,
Hella local. I mean, don't worry about it.
if you guys are out there and you're really doing your thing and, you think you're next.
Caroline's is dope, though. I mean, they dope. I mean, I want to get out there while everything
Caroline's
is
is
open.
dope.
I mean,
it really is.
you gotta get your vaccination situation together before you
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering how that's going to work out, but we'll talk about that later, I'm sure.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
If I would read through this.
That shit
Another.
really
I
is,
was,
man.
I was reading.
Serious, bro.
I should have brought my glasses.
Huh?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's really nice.
yeah. You talk about the Carolines, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, and that's one thing I think about New York comedy in general. Like, you could do like Carolines,
Three
or
rooms a night.
3 rooms a night. You could do that, but
Yeah.
then you pulling up, but next thing you know, Jerry Seinfeld will pull up, and then you off the list. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
ah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's like New York, LA as well.
Yeah.
Right.
LA, Comedy Store.
Mm.
Come on now.
That's. I mean, but that's the cool thing.
But do you want to still go up? Kiddo, actually, you want to still go up after Eddie Murphy? You can stick around and
Did Chappelle do a marathon thing? Was
Get
that the
your
Comedy
money.
Store? Did Chappelle ended
Yeah.
up doing like 3 hours or
3
something like that?
hours.
And people were just like, but I mean, can I still get my time? No, dude, it's 2 in the morning.
it's
Take
2
your
in the
time.
morning. Take your money. Come back. They'll tell you want to come back tomorrow. You say yes.
Yeah.
Young
Yeah.
comics out there, you say yes, indeed. I'll
Mm.
come back tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy the show for free. Yeah.
You still want to do some more time?
I'm going to
after
beg
Eddie
for
Murphy?
some chicken wings. Like, hey, I'm a comic too. Give me some chicken wings.
God, no.
You know who I am? Shit. I was supposed to perform. I was supposed to headline right here tonight in the back room. You know they got 3 stages. So
Hmm.
you know,
I went out to California.
you
during the
fortunate enough to
pandemic.
be in that back room.
Mhm.
You know, then boy, you're doing things.
When I went out to California, I want to say this was in July. You know, all the like the I think it's like the comedy store, all the like all the comedy clubs were all boarded up because of Black Lives Matter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That place was like a ghost town. I was like, oh my, and I
Did
went
it
out there,
really?
man, yeah.
Get
Like,
out of here.
I was like, this is the great. I mean, I took pictures by it like they was up for sale. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
about to buy this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, I ain't. Yeah, not out there. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the property values out there.
astronomical.
Yeah.
I was paying $1,000 to live in the worst neighborhood ever.
Hmm.
I was
Yeah.
paying $1,000 to live in the worst neighborhood ever. Out there
In New York.
1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a one bedroom.
In the
and it
worst
was
neighborhood
$900.
ever.
I hear you
Monthly
even get
rent.
that like in Chicago. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's just good luck with that.
My cat, he just
Well,
came
Brooklyn's
back from New York.
cool, man,
He
and
paid 19.
you will.
You said what?
You'll be in some ratting, man. You'll have to live with a rat
Yeah.
Them
You'd
big
have
ass-
to.
them big ass
But does he
subway rats.
cook?
and be cool with him.
I
You have to be cool with him. You're not gonna
If,
catch
if
him
you get
either.
the one that cooks though.
Ratatouille.
My niece, I tried to trap this rat for my niece, and no.
Nope.
This guy was quite intelligent. I'm telling you.
So you mean tell me you out here living with Master Splinter?
He was Master Splinter. Let me tell you, you will never catch me. He was. He
You
really
must
was.
be one with the.
Run with yourself, grasshopper. Get up, Raphael.
Look, if I see a rat in a robe, I'm getting out of there. I don't care where I am.
Oh my God.
I could be down by campus. Nope, nope.
Well, that's why they built it. Everything's built up so high in New York because it can get away from the rats.
They can only climb so high.
They can only climb so high.
Yeah.
They really can. That's true.
Another update in comedy. Mike Epps has a comedy tour. He's going to Pensacola Bay Center in April. So that's another comedy tour coming up. Mike
And
Epps.
where?
Yeah, shout out to Mike.
Pensacola Bay.
Pensacola Bay,
Florida?
Florida.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So
Shout
Mike
out to
Epps.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
That's my
That's
man.
gonna- yeah.
Mike Epps. Man, we go back long ways.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember he told me the first time I heard him do like a little bit bad. He like, I hate to lose. He would call it winning and losing.
Right.
Mm.
Like being on stage. He came off like, I hate to lose. I'm like, you didn't do that bad. You didn't do that bad. He's like, no.
But see, you're not telling me that was good.
Not-
So
yeah. Like he didn't do that bad. He's like, I hate to lose. He equated it to winning and losing. And that was a long time ago, like in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's when a lot of us made our bones. You know what I mean? In the 90s.
I had just recently watched one of his videos. You know when that thing happened in Cleveland where the girl was in the basement, and then the black dude came by and blah, blah.
Oh yeah.
I guess Mike Epps did a bit about
Yeah.
the whole thing. He's like, yeah, I was eating my McDonald's, because I love it, and I was going in, I had to be some
knew
white girls.
something was wrong. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
Also
that. Oh,
backpacks.
man, that was hilarious. Bro, that was hilarious, man.
Somebody from the Facts of Life was in that house right there.
That was my man.
Like, yo, man, Mike
I
is
got
so cool.
stories
He's funny
about
as
this
hell,
guy, man, that you wouldn't believe, man.
Mm.
That is so retarded.
That's a funny.
I mean,
dude.
we've hung out quite a bit.
Mm.
That's my man,
I don't know. Comics are capable of some real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We hung out in New York. He took care of me. I was doing a little B movie in New York, and Mike came and took care of me. They was treating me like a peon. I was talking about this last week, and Mike came and
Yeah.
man, it was history after that. So, shout out to my man.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful dude. Beautiful dude.
Funny dude, man. I mean, and he be putting people on. Then he put like scrunch on and all that.
Oh man, he's a beautiful guy.
I've always heard good things about him.
I remember him talking about him and that. I'm gonna say something, Mike. I hope you don't mind. But
I'm gonna tag him though.
he was talking about when he was in the movie, the Next Friday movie.
Yeah.
And so Ice Cube supposed to be the rapper. He's supposed to be the comedian. And he's like, Ice Cube is acting like I can't kick his ass because I'm a funny dude or something. like a couple set. I'm like, nigga, I will beat your ass. You know? For real, like you think you, like, I'm a real dude, man. Like who you think you play? You know
I'm a
what I'm saying?
comedian.
Yeah, because he's the rapper. You know, he talk about 9 millimeter. You know, shoot a motherfucker in the middle, and all this talk. You know, so you know, people supposed to respect that. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
You know, he's like, he's the rapper, and I'm the comic, so I'm supposed to be like, and I'm thinking, I'll beat your ass. I just wanted to say, yeah, to you know, to put that out there that you know, this guy is no punk. You know what I mean?
That's
Comics are not punk just because we funny.
No, not
You
at
know what I
all.
mean?
Not at all.
So he says Mike Epps comedy tour to Pensacola. So is he got other dates?
He hasn't announced any other ones. He just said it's in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wear your mask too, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people when D.L. Hughley was like, "Oh yeah, after I passed out, that's when I tested positive." A lot of people were like, "Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I got a mask
and
in
the
my
Wendy
pocket. I
Williams
don't know why I
moment.
don't have it on. But
Me neither. I
We
got
all-
mad comfortable.
We all guilty.
Yeah.
I got a mask
I'm
in my
6 feet
fucking
from
pocket.
everybody."
I think I am
so,
too.
I don't know why I don't have it
Looking
on.
at my son.
This
Dead
is like
serious.
two. Yeah.
okay, it's like 3.5.
Shouts out to Mike Epps.
I am deadly serious. I got a mask in my. Okay, there it
There
is.
There it is.
See,
No,
that is
I-
my son.
Okay.
So speaking of coronavirus, Leslie, I know you are super protective, and you made it clear I'm not going anywhere where there's more than 10 people.
I
Hey,
get
let me
nervous
tell
in
you.
big crowds.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
indeed.
still.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, here's the thing. So, I was a medical lab tech for 17 years.
wow.
So there's a little bit. I mean, world changes in a day, and a lot of people are just like, open everything back up, open everything back up. At the end of the day, what a lot of people aren't realizing, and I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna say. There are people who are completely haphazard and don't get it. There are people who take all the precautions and get it.
And still
But
get
at the
it.
end of the day, why am I going to be in a room with 50 other people that I don't know? You know, ugh. So, like, in this context, I feel safe. It's 8 people in this room right now. We got plenty of space, but like for people talking about let's open up stadiums again.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's
That's
you.
way
Go
too
ahead.
prematurely. I agree.
But
I agree.
I'm not trying to be there. And that's the thing is like, I think that one of the things that so many people aren't really considering from an economic standpoint is so many businesses closed.
Yes.
So everybody's talking about open everything up 100%. It's just like, but there's businesses that close.
And,
So
yeah.
people having this expectation that their favorite bar or restaurant or whatever is going to just reopen. Well, those folks are going to shuttle into the places that are open.
Yeah, yeah. Because
You know?
those other places have absolutely closed down.
Right. So I don't know. Like, I mean, as far as like when the right time is,
That was
I
what
would
I-
like to see more people vaccinated.
Yeah.
But also, soon as they got the vaccination approved, they were like, yeah, we got these variants from Africa and Europe, and I'm like, look, I let's just get this thing figured out before I
Yeah,
start
because
just being
honestly,
around people.
I'm
'cause-
not a pill or a needle person. I don't care how it's going to fix me, or I just take one thing, help me feel better, and I'm cool.
See, when it
I
even
don't-
serious.
Water and rest.
There you go.
Let me tell you,
That's-
water and
and
rest will cure
so many
Everything.
things.
so
Yep.
many ailments that
Water and
may ail you. Water and
And
rest.
those are
And
the two
comedy.
things.
And throw in some broccoli
Lay
every
your
once
ass
in a while.
down.
Yeah, and a little
Have some
bit of-
A little
vegetables.
laughter.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dick
Yeah.
Dickerson. A little laughter.
that is what helps me feel better. But yeah,
Just say my name, and you'd be like, oh.
Yeah. I feel better. You'll get one out.
I don't know, man. I think this. Like getting back to normal. What is normal? Like that's
Right.
What is normal?
and
Yeah,
is it
like-
ever going to be normal again?
I mean, do we have to take the shot to fly to do shows?
Well, that's my
Because-
question. Like,
Right.
because
I
you've
got my vaccination card. It's like come
some
on,
of these
man.
places are doing rapid testing, like at the airport in other countries or whatever.
Mhm.
They're doing rapid testing to let you go to a place, and it's just like, so you ready to have a night out, and you go in there, and they're just like, oh, your test is positive, but like that's not gonna change you for, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like, that's
comics
a bad.
comics that may be listening to us right now and that fly around the country, they may have to get the vaccine to fly. I don't know. It
I'm,
may come to that.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be going to Colorado in May, so you telling me I got to get the stuff stuck up my nose and
They might. They
I'm
may.
going to
Yeah.
Colorado in April. So I don't know.
Drive.
I'm coming with you.
Drive, I would love to drive, but it
Too
is
far.
too far.
Too
I
far.
drove to Manhattan, Kansas before, and that was too far.
Mhm.
Mm.
And it was a sign that said Colorado, and that was still 500 miles away. And I said no.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 hours is my limit in the
6
car.
It was like
hours?
480
6
miles away.
That's it.
5-6 hours, I'll drive that
Yeah.
because
See,
I
I
like to
used to
party in the
drive.
car and have chicken and
Yeah.
I used to scare people
That's
driving
dope. That's
places.
dope to me. I don't know. I like that.
and
I go
have
to Florida.
fun.
You
You know what I
got
mean?
your
I'll
peoples with
take
you.
like 2 comics, maybe 3.
I've been thinking,
You know what I mean?
I've been thinking like hiring a little cousin or something so they can drive, so I don't gotta drive. But
So you don't have to. Now
Yeah.
I've done that before. Like
Yeah.
people want to travel with me.
Yeah.
Like sure, you're
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Sure, you want to go with me?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. You got license?
All
Yeah, you can go
right.
No matter. No matter.
Sure,
Oh,
you can go.
It don't
Sure,
matter.
you could go.
Here, let me just do this road test real quick. Okay, you're
Yeah.
good.
No doubt. I have many road homies over my 30 years of stand up.
Yeah.
Many road homies.
Yeah.
I love every one of them. Real dudes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough. Yeah, they just want to be
Man,
part of
road
the
trips are-
process.
Road trips are a better place to network almost than the
They
club.
are.
you in a car with somebody for 6 hours, y'all gonna talk about
And
stuff.
especially
Yeah.
especially if you got DVDs or CDs, because every stop you're hustling. Every stop along the way you're hustling.
Give me a
Oh,
card.
man.
Give me a card. I told this person
You got
about
cards. You're passing out your cards. You're selling DVDs. Oh man, it's the life.
We
It's
getting
the
off
life.
track. I'm
He said
sorry.
DVDs, CDs.
Exactly. You gotta have them. Come on. Come
But
on.
see,
I mean,
I want to throw a cassette at somebody just to see their face.
Oh,
I'm about to
sure.
do my comedy album. You did your comedy album?
Oh, I'm out the game.
Just do a comedy album.
Yes, Leslie, you have to.
I want to do one.
Do a comedy
You have
album.
a place to record.
I'm in the process
Oh,
of doing
boy.
my comedy
Yes.
album right now.
How long?
Or writing it.
How long?
How long is it?
Yeah.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Hey, did
I was
Marcus
halfway
Martin
there.
do one? Did Marcus Martin do one? Like,
You
why
should
do
gonna make
record
me
them?
do this. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
It kind of
Okay.
I'm like,
charted.
you,
You know Josh
you got
Adams?
a place.
Josh
You know
Adams.
Josh Adams out of Detroit.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, he got a nice one on Apple Music.
Yeah,
Word?
it doesn't
Yeah.
ring a bell.
Yeah. Yep.
How long you been doing it?
He actually got the crown when Kool-Aid passed away. So when Kool-Aid passed
Really?
away, they passed him the torch.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so he the big dog of the Detroit now.
Okay.
But he
All
out
right.
there. He out there out west now. So
You didn't answer the question. I said, how long?
guy's crazy. He like,
How long has it been? 5 years? 10 years? What? He passed him the crown. No, that's what I got.
yeah,
I said, how long has he been doing stand up?
gotta be probably like 15, maybe.
15
years.
years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh Adams.
You got Mike Bonner and them from Detroit. I
Yeah.
mean, you got some
D-Rock.
really,
Yeah,
really.
he from Albany.
D-
Yeah, Mike Bonner's true.
Mike
I
Bonner,
haven't-
Tony
I haven't even done comedy.
Roberts,
Tommy Roberts.
Spanky Hayes,
Yeah. Howie Bell.
Howie Bell.
Yeah.
Boy, you got some
Anita Baker. No,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Coco. I mean, some females that were killed.
Shawnee D.
Shawnee D.
Yeah.
Simply Chanel.
Yeah.
That are murderers that will kill.
Mhm.
That will kill. I've worked with all these. Man, listen.
I love the Detroit.
That will kill.
Man.
Snow cone will kill.
Mhm.
White boy that will murder. I'm telling you, he come and murder your club.
Mhm.
For real, white boy. Snow cone will come. He's been
Snow
doing it
cone.
20 years though.
Okay.
You know, at least 25. You know, when I started, when I was doing it about maybe I started in 92. He started maybe when I was on Comic View, he started doing it. So I was on Comic View after about 4 years because, we were lucky. They had Comic View out. And so what they would do, they would come around to clubs. They had Comic View coast to coast. And they would come around and have a film crew come around to the comedy clubs around the country and they would film sets.
Mhm.
And the best ones they would put on national television. and tell you to sign this little waiver and whatever. And hey,
So they don't have to pay you.
That's dope.
exactly.
Yeah, too.
Guess what? That next year doing that, they flew me out
Nice.
to do the show. So, I did Coast to Coast in 95. I did a live show in 96, 97. So.
I mean, but that's dope though. I mean, yeah, you don't get paid, right? I mean, but that exposure,
Right.
Yes.
that's it's still notable.
Well,
like, for me.
if they
Oh, yeah.
play you, you get paid.
Yeah.
If they play you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
If they
so
show
it
you.
was no guarantee that you would get played.
It's no guarantee you
Gotcha.
get played. Now, if they think you're funny enough and they played you, they aired you on the Comic View Coast to Coast segment, they would send you money because everybody had to sign and they knew who everyone was.
Right.
So they would send you a check. Guess how much the check was?
Oh, my.
$300.
$150.
Oh shit, I was close.
$150.
But that's $1996.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In comedy.
$150.
There's a difference.
Hey, guess what? And that is national television exposure
Yeah.
as well. So if you did well, guess how much money you're about to make.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Off of that, I know I made 20 grand that summer.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I was at everybody's barbecue for $300. They saw me on
Alright.
TV.
Coming
I was
next
at
to the-
everybody. We got $300 for you. I got 300. 300 was the number, baby.
Coming to the Raz. Steven G.
Coming to the Raz right now in new Nikes. He tiptoeing because he don't want grass around the rim.
And you couldn't crease them either, though, right? Like,
Oh
I
my
mean, how
God.
do you step? That's a
Les,
lot to
you already
consider.
know. You already know, right? You know.
I'm sorry. Took this conversation.
No.
Oh, word? Okay, cool.
No.
I'm
Go
back.
ahead, just
I'm
jump
back.
in. I mean,
Don't
I got a little notepad and shit.
Yeah.
Les, you know
That's
what I'm
so
talking
if
about,
you gotta-
right?
If you get a
Actually,
call-
I didn't start doing comedy till 2011, so I missed a lot of
2011.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's still. And you're done? No, we gotta get you back in.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, Leslie, we
You're
did
not
stop
done.
around the same time.
You are not done.
So we're
no,
both back.
No, I don't. No,
You got a
I'm
voice.
not
As
gonna
of
take
now.
that. I'm not gonna take that. No,
Yeah.
no. I could do something about that.
You got a voice. Let your voice be heard. That's my thing, you know.
And then
Like,
you're super
you really got-
sexy on stage. You
Well,
know,
I got
with your
laryngitis.
mace-
Whoa,
about
hey,
6
man.
months.
She is. Leslie shows up in her boots,
She be showing up in her
Beehive
cat
boots.
suits and
Beautiful,
stuff,
beautiful.
I could do
and
something
expect
about
people to
that.
listen
mini
to it.
skirts.
You're not
Come on,
done.
Leslie.
You're not
We
done.
miss you.
No, you're not done. You're not done.
No,
Nope.
I like the fact that people look up. I mean, I like that idea that people look up to you.
Yeah.
You know,
That used to
and
scare me though.
Why?
Because you're funny.
Y'all need to know how my
That's
self-esteem
why.
is set up. Like
Okay.
a lot of these jokes and
fragile.
stuff.
It's very fragile.
Oh,
What,
for real?
Les?
And that's the thing is like I present myself as this super, confident,
Uh-huh.
and everybody just like,
Yes.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
you know. And
Pow,
then,
pow, pow.
then I go home and I'm like, oh my god, I need some cheesecake. You know, what I mean,
And then there's me. I'm like, look at Leslie. She's like She-Ra. That's why.
Right.
but people were telling me that, and I was just
Yeah.
kind of like, how do you? It's literally. I hate to throw this buzzword out, but it's like that imposter syndrome that like people are just like, how do you not see the person that we see? And it's
Wow.
just like at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
I didn't
And get down and break down
And-
into a cowering shame.
look.
No, we're gonna change that.
You
We're
said
gonna change that.
2011?
We're gonna change that
I
persona.
thought you've been doing comedy longer than that.
I'm just
Jesus.
old.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that, Leslie.
No, I'm
Look,
old.
I remember the 70s.
I'm old.
Okay, I'm seeing my freaking elementary school days on fucking Smithsonian Channel and shit. Like,
Right.
just because butterfly collars don't do me like that.
No, I'm the old one here. Now I'm the senior comic here.
Yes, sir.
Now you're not as old as I am. I don't
I'm
think.
close.
I'm 56.
I'm 50.
Okay. And I'm 35. How old are you?
Like we can
I've
add
been
two
doing
other
this
people
stuff
in a
for-
room together to
you
get.
Like, we have older people in this.
That's why I got so mad at people talking about
It's
Eddie
just
Murphy
not
look
young
old. Of
people
course,
talking.
Eddie Murphy look old. He's 60.
He's
Like,
60 years of age. Yeah.
Why exactly do you expect him to look like, freaking oh
Right.
God, what's his
You know,
name? The kid from Childish Gambino, his
love
actor name.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
They're expecting Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy to look like Donald Glover,
Yeah,
and Donald
come on
Glover
now.
wasn't alive
Yeah.
when Coming to America was
Yeah.
made.
Yeah, come on now. Really.
I
We
mean,
know
let
black
me-
don't crack unless you own it.
Mm.
You know. Now if you own crack,
it's
then
a different physiology.
Yes, it
Black
is.
don't crack unless you on it.
Unless you own it.
And that
It'll
is
start
true.
giving real early on you.
Mhm. Hassan,
Yeah.
is there anything you refuse to joke about when you're on stage?
Wow, that's a great question.
Right?
Is there anything out of bounds?
I mean, I've talked about it, but I try to refuse to talk about my sex life with my wife. That kind of,
That's out of bounds.
Yeah, that is.
My wife would be like, "What the fuck are you?"
But some people do that just to,
You'll never.
like,
What are you trying to never do it again?
Like,
My wife would be like, "What are you trying? What are you trying to do?"
I mean, some people do that. I don't understand how they do it. I mean, I understand if you're not married or nothing like that. I get why
Right.
you would go that direction,
Right.
but
Right.
that's something I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But trust me, we are making love. That's what we're doing, guys.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
We love
I was gonna
makers.
say, wasn't it? He was like, I'm never gonna
Love
joke about it, but
makers,
we
man.
doing.
Hey.
There's love in the room.
Well, there's only 4 type of people in the world. There's lovers and haters.
Mm.
There's believers and disbelievers. Either you believe in something or you disbelieve in something,
Absolutely.
be it God or whatever. Either you're a lover or you're a hater.
I agree. That's why I think the next one really is politics. I'm the only actual one, but politics is one because you don't know where people are at in life.
Yeah.
Wow, without a
You know?
doubt.
So
Without
it's
a
like,
doubt.
if I go this direction, at Red Rock, you can kind of look at that place and be like, they probably voted for Trump.
Yeah, for the most part.
Searching it.
Yeah.
For the most part.
You know what
for
I'm
the
saying?
most
So,
part. Sure.
I don't want to disturb that shit with them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
But to each his own. And we have
Right.
to teach.
right.
Because just as we all were in school together and we were shorted knowledge that young white kids were
Look.
too.
Mhm.
Young white kids were as well. I
Mhm.
mean, they graduated and thought they were just smart as hell, but they knew nothing about Black America.
Right.
But we had to learn about white America.
Mhm.
I was watching Jeopardy the other night. They had a category about black. I don't know what was it, NCAA, NAACP, or something black, or something.
Mhm.
It was a black category.
Mhm.
I forget what the heading was. They couldn't answer
One question.
Now these are brilliant people. They're answering all kind of other thermonuclear questions and Pythagoras and just flipping
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras, the mathematician from Greek, the
Yeah.
Greek mathematician.
Right.
I mean, it's just just answers that that no one knows, that hardly anyone knows. But it came down to like Booker T. Washington, and they would
Mhm.
mix up like Rosa Parks with Harriet Tubman. And
Oh, I was
just
about to say Eartha Kitt, but
Yeah.
there's somebody who's just like, wasn't she Catwoman?
That's funny because I say that watching her all night.
I mean,
that
it was
night.
just that white Americans, and they know it to be true. They could graduate and was just fine with the knowledge that they got
Mhm.
because they didn't have to know about Black American history at all.
Mhm.
And pass like, yeah, I'm smart. Shit.
But they were trying to fix it so
But
we
we
didn't.
had to pass
I mean, I didn't
knowing white American
They should.
history.
know
Yeah.
about the Tulsa massacre until like 5 years ago.
Sure.
And
Sure.
and
They never,
first of all,
they never taught that.
first of
Let
all,
me
that
explain
was
it. Come on
100
now.
years ago.
Come on. Was that in one of your
So-
history books?
No.
Okay.
I mean, but my family would talk about it,
Look,
Like-
okay,
But-
let me ask you this question.
Let's
though.
keep
Let
it
me ask you
real.
this
That
question.
wasn't one of your history books, was
Right.
it?
Who in this
Okay.
room grew up with Juneteenth as like a part of their childhood?
None of
No,
us.
I, mean,
I did.
I
think
I grew up in Texas.
Oh.
And
Okay.
so when
I
I
heard
left
of it.
Texas,
I heard
people were like, "What are you talking about, Juneteenth?" Looking at me like I
Yeah.
got a horn in the middle of my head. And I'm
Right.
just like, "You don't know about how
What
the slaves were still
Juneteenth
slaves
is?
for 2.5 years?" And then
Two and a half.
Yeah, It was 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation that the information got to
Okay,
slaves and
okay,
got
let's
to
go
them.
further than that.
Look,
Yeah.
look.
Let's go.
Don't ask me about my people.
Let's
You're
go
right, you're
83 years.
Right.
Let's go 83 years after America got their independence from England. We were still slaves 83 years after that.
Well,
So,
but let's
okay,
not talk
we
about
didn't-
how the Emancipation Proclamation really just paved the way for Jim Crow.
Absolutely.
Sure
Okay,
it did.
I mean,
Well-
they were
well-
just like, yeah, you free, but we don't have to give you anything.
Well,
they
they
had to-
killed the
they had to-
president
they had
who
to figure
pushed
out.
that whole thing through. But what they did was the delegates and the senators and the congressmen from the South after the Civil War were allowed back to Washington
Right.
after this whole killing and stuff after and
Oh, kind of like
purging
those cats from
of the
January
whole
6th.
country. I mean, it
Did
was
we just
ridiculous.
have history repeating in a
It-
way?
it was
or
ridiculous.
Am I stepping
Yeah.
too far?
but
It's
You're
ridiculous.
right. You're right. I mean,
To have those people, same people who fought against the Union, to be back on Capitol Hill with a seat,
But I mean,
to
look at the
vote
cats
on
we got in.
things that-
We got people.
after you fought to succeed from the Union, and
We- we got
you
people on
wage
Capitol
war.
Hill right now, this minute, as we're speaking, that aided and abetted the surrectionists in January 6th.
sure they did,
So,
sure they did.
I mean, have we learned or have we not learned? Because I myself, I'm just kind of like, how you gonna clear a building instead of secure it?
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's protocol. But I want to tell you
No,
about
it's
something
not.
too.
No, look.
I mean, for
if
them,
it-
for them,
look,
it is. I mean, I don't
if
work
those
on
were
it.
beige people in that building,
Well,
they
they'd
would have
open
locked
fire.
everything down and they would have made it a fire hazard to keep
Well,
everybody
rubber
in that
bullets
building.
would have been first. Water cannons and rubber bullets would have been at the ready.
Mm.
At the ready.
Want
Trust
to touch
me.
base on what
Yes.
you said earlier though about the Jim Crow thing. I mean, a lot of those. I wouldn't say a lot of them, but some of those laws still exist today.
Oh, yeah.
I never forget. Like I had gotten arrested. I had to go to Jackson Pike, right? And
So these
like
are,
a day after. But then the dude was like, I was walking home, and the dude was like, "Hey man, if you walking,
oh,
they'll bring your ass
they'll
right back."
they'll pick you up and bring you immediately back
right back.
because you're supposed to be driven away from here.
Right,
Yeah, they'll
Wow.
relock you up.
right, and that's what
Yeah.
that's part of Jim Crow. Like if you left the plantation, if you was caught just hanging out and all that stuff, they'll bring you right.
And you
there.
have no work.
right,
Like who you work for?
It's the same
Nobody. All right, they'll lock you up.
lock you up. It's crazy.
They'll
Yeah,
lock you up. And guess what you'll be doing while locked up? Free
Working.
work.
back to slavery.
So basically slavery.
right, but we ain't gonna call it that though. We gonna call
Same
it
thing in prison right now. Come on.
Right,
You know they still got chain gangs in Mississippi.
absolutely.
In
They still got
Mississippi,
segregated
they're-
proms
mean,
in Mississippi.
right.
I mean, how are we gonna?
Hold up.
Mississippi, they
Wait a minute.
They late.
I was in East St. Louis. Is that East St. Louis, Missouri, or Illinois?
Mhm.
Illinois, I
Illinois.
think.
Eastwood,
Oh my God, East St.
Anyway.
Louis, Illinois.
and we was talking about them not answering
Oh
the
my
black
God.
questions on Jeopardy.
You would think. You would exactly. You would think. You would think you were in Mississippi. You would think you were in deep Louisiana, deep Alabama, deep Mississippi.
Right.
In East St. Louis.
East St. Louis.
Yeah,
East St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's-
Illinois.
that's where they did World Series last year.
Oh my God.
And it
You
was
wouldn't believe this.
in-
They don't have running water. Some of them in
Oh.
their inside of their houses. They have outhouses still. You would
Outhouses.
see.
I couldn't
You,
imagine.
you wouldn't believe this. You wouldn't believe this
How
here in America. I mean, the western part of America, the westernmost part of America.
Shit, America in general. Why is somebody
my
in
God.
America with no running water? That's the question.
Look,
Yeah.
Like,
You
know
wouldn't
what I mean?
believe this. You wouldn't believe this. I mean, you wouldn't. I looked around that area. I mean, we drove so long we had to spend the night somewhere. So we
Mhm.
saw Holiday Inn. We said it was brand new. Hey, right there. So but the surrounding area,
Mhm.
it was cars on blocks, and it was
Oh no.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
and the thing is, it's by design. And
Yeah.
and it's
I
it's
agree.
weird because now we're getting these performative things. It's just like, hey, look, we took the black lady off the Aunt Jemima. We still gonna kill people,
Uh-huh.
but we took the black lady
We
off
took
the
her
Aunt
off,
Jemima.
yeah.
So
To appease
y'all
you
are
just a
cool
bit.
now, right?
Yeah.
And it's,
We good. You gonna get these? You still gonna get these pancakes?
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Yeah.
we'll even make them gluten free.
Like, what do they call it now? Is it like the?
I'm not sure.
I forgot, but it's something I will never call it that. I'm still gonna call it.
Right.
Your mama
We
made me
have to
play. I'm
join
like,
Like
up.
who has actually bought a Q-tip? You can buy any
Yeah.
brand of cotton swabs, but it's always gonna be a Q-tip.
Americans have to fight for Americans, and
Yeah.
Well, they
you
do.
know that's what we have to do.
Well, but we got to get a
I
lot
mean,
of people to understand that everybody's Americans.
Yeah,
Because look,
yeah.
when everybody was talking
We
about
really
respect
do.
veterans and everything, I'm like, I'm a veteran. They're like, no, not you.
Not
What?
you.
Hold
but
up.
not you.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Other veteran.
Right.
Not you. That white
Yeah,
guy
my
over
son
there.
is a veteran. My dad was a war hero.
Word.
82nd Airborne, jumped behind enemy
Oh, my
lines
goodness.
22 times.
God.
Behind
Damn.
enemy lines. You hear me?
Damn.
Korean War, just man, just
Does he talk about it? A lot of us don't talk
Nah,
about it. They
he's
just
not
like that
here.
stuff.
He used
It's
to.
like Vegas.
he used to. His
But I mean, it's the
picture is up
horrible
at the
stuff.
VFW down there with the pilots and the all of them. That I'm proud of them.
Right.
I'm extremely proud of my dad and my son to go and fight for the country. That this is our country. Now, I mean, me, I couldn't do it unless they said, "Hey, they over on Livingston."
I tried.
I say,
We-
"Hold
we gon-
up,
we
wait
gon-
a minute.
We gonna build a
Who's
brand new
over the
fort.
Germans or the Japanese?
I
Who the fuck is on Livingston? You know,
It's
they
the
say the
Germans.
Russians are on Livingston. Then damn it, I'm fighting.
Man, the Russians in the library hacking everything.
I do
They
that
are.
shit.
They ain't even outdoors doing this mess.
If
No.
the Japanese come to Cleveland Avenue, then
Mm.
guess what? I'm gonna take up arms. But I'm not gonna fly all the way overseas and everything
Come
to
on, man.
take up arms and all of that.
But
Now, if they
Steven,
come
but
over
Steven.
here,
I tried. They was like free
No.
food.
what is
Duty
our
free,
song?
dude. Duty free.
And
And
what
I-
is our song?
and-
Over there, over there. That means the army. We're gonna go start some shit over there.
I just wanted to
That's the
charge.
song. Over there, send the word over there, over there.
I just wanted
Now,
to
if you
charge
come
them.
over here, I'm gonna defend over here, over here. Bring your ass over here. Bring your ass over here. I'm gonna defend it.
I just wanted to,
Now, don't send me over there, over there. Don't send me over there.
I was trying to be a cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna defend
Yeah.
over here.
They was
Look,
like,
it's 200 jobs in the
I
army.
just wanted to
That's
get a
in your
charger.
military.
I
Yeah.
was,
You said it's
my
200?
dad and my son.
My dad did 25.
Man, my dad was a war
Why you say
hero.
like he did a
I
bid,
told
man?
you.
Like you said, like he did a bid. Yeah, he did
25 in the
look,
service?
it's a lot. Look,
Oh my
look.
God. You
Believe
should
you
have got out
me,
and got a house and a
When
car.
people
and some
been
land.
in for like
That's all I wanted.
somewhere between 4 to 6 years, then it's just like my time. I'm doing time,
Yeah,
like
right.
legit doing time.
Yeah.
If I build my time up, because staying in the retirement, like they sell that heavy. I stayed in the retire. I got.
It's,
I,
That's what I was
I
it's
gonna
like
say.
a job, right? Like
But-
people
but
don't
it
know the
absolutely
service.
is.
It's like a job.
It absolutely is. When I was first enlisted, I worked mostly in hospitals. Like I wore hospital whites. Like I did not wear combat uniforms.
Oh,
like
wow.
they had a formation once a month to make us wear our uniforms because it was hospital kids and wearing scrubs and wearing whites. And I had the most comfortable nursemaid shoes you would ever believe. Like I never was in combat uniform. And but that's the thing is like there's
Right.
definitely but as a person who was in support who wasn't infantry, I was in combat arms.
Right.
So,
Sure.
that's the thing. A
Well, you
solid-
were over there. If they attacked you, you got fucking killed. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, well, absolutely. But that's the thing. We're not going to be, well, when there was a traditional front, we weren't going to be at the front. You're not going
Right.
to put the hospital where they bombed.
Right there
But
where
then-
they're bombing.
Iraq
Right.
happened, and the insurgents were just like, no, we're going to bomb whatever we want.
Uh,
And everybody's like, wait, hold up.
well,
Remember
your
the
main
Geneva
front.
Convention? And they're just like, we don't care about Geneva Convention. We're
Geneva
terrorists.
Convention. No, they said you didn't go through the Geneva Convention to bomb us in the first place.
Well, and then there was that.
But they did, but they didn't have their okay. You got to
Right.
have a sit down and a total okay and say, okay, well, let's go to war.
That's the problem with having representatives representing only part of the population.
Yeah, there
That's
you
how
go.
you end up in
You're
these
going to have some
situations.
sneaky shit going on.
What? No.
Well, I do want to
Humans
say.
aren't
I
sneaky.
do want to say I don't want to let it get away from me. Thank you for your service,
Sorry.
Leslie.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
thank you,
welcome.
Absolutely.
You guys are so
Les,
welcome.
thank you so much. I mean,
You're gonna be so much more welcome when I'm 60 and I start getting that money, though. Okay,
And-
I mean, let's be real.
And you'll be first in line for a COVID shot.
I'll help you build some houses. I'll help you build some houses. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Habitat Humanity. I mean, what do you want to do?
Buckeye card and all that.
Out here.
Look, I'm trying to get that Buckeye card. I ain't even playing. I was like,
I heard you.
I want people to be looking at me like, you ain't 55. Look, bitch, here's my license. Now give me that
Right.
50% off.
You got a marijuana card? Because I heard you took some shrapnel. I saw you had some shrapnel in the fucking head, and you need a marijuana card.
You
You
know,
don't have one.
I do
Damn it.
seem to have this
And I mean
random.
that.
No, I'm kidding.
Loss of what? No,
Everything,
damn it.
anything, whatever.
We're serious about that shit. Les.
They
I
decided
am.
they could make money on it, and all of a sudden it was like, yes, let's legalize. Oh, all right, we see
Yeah,
how it is.
let's
That's
legalize
everything.
After everything.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't believe that either. I don't trust none of. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm a
What were we talking
conspiracy
about?
theorist too about the, I don't know, ninth power, maybe? Not the
Conspiracy theorist.
19th.
Well, it wouldn't
Now,
be.
Dave Chappelle, my buddy Dave, he's about to the 19th power.
It wouldn't be so easy to believe in conspiracies if there weren't so damn many.
If it weren't so many, that's what Dave said. That's what Dave said. If it weren't so many.
It's just like, man, that was crazy. Oh, but they've been doing that since. So is it still crazy, or are we just like still in disbelief that people still doing this stuff? Right.
Right.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
they brought the COVID thing
True
out so
or
they
not?
could kill all the black people. I'm
Oh.
like, yo.
Well, I've
really?
never
They
seen
do that?
anybody rush to. I've never seen medical companies rush to any ailment.
Heal the world.
As they,
We got you. No,
I'm sorry, I haven't.
the money is in the money is in the
But
treatment.
that's the thing is
not
the
the
first,
cure.
in a
yeah,
treatment.
it's in treating it.
It's
It's
like
not
flu
in curing
shot
it.
every year.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Every year.
you want your flu shot?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Now they got this shit to be like, yo.
I've never taken one. I've
Me
never
neither.
taken one.
Me neither.
I mean, I haven't, and I don't plan to.
No.
I
I
haven't in
feel
the
that.
past, but I haven't.
I feel. I was gonna say. I feel like Leslie may have taken one. She looked
Yeah,
at us like,
there's been a couple of times where Leslie got the
Took a flu
okey
shot. You took a flu shot?
when I was active duty.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
well,
they,
you
they
had
basically
to.
like
You had-
line you up and stick the
had
needle
to.
in your arm.
Yeah,
You
you-
just kind of
That's mandatory.
It's guinea piggish.
Yeah, that's mandatory.
My son was. It's mandatory. You have to do it.
I mean, and I get that, but you're right though, man. This the way they doing this treatment thing or this COVID shot, it changes your DNA. That's what they say.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
mean,
that's another
you got to do some
conspiracy.
Star Trek shit to change somebody's DNA.
Right.
though. I mean, like,
Right.
on the one, okay, so are they that smart or are they that stupid?
Okay.
Because we can't be both. We
Right.
can't just accidentally be doing the 23rd century.
But they
I don't want to. Hey, listen. Illuminati gonna call y'all. Y'all talking?
Wait, Jay-Z gonna call me? Hold up.
Yeah. you
Because I
talking too
wanted
much.
to ask Beyonce about her skincare regimen.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Tell me, Leslie, when you find out.
Right.
Hey, yo, this is Jay-Z from Publishers Clearing House.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Leslie,
We are looking for Illuminati number right now.
right now.
If you know the Illuminati's number, please call in with it.
You know the Illuminati
We
is
will-
like, we gotta change our damn name. These people just got us all in their mouths.
All in their mouths now.
Ugh.
Everyone knows us.
Don't even know.
Oh, they
All
wanna,
they don't know is the number.
they want to play. They want to play.
They're gonna change
Right.
it to the
Okay.
IRS.
Okay.
They want flights.
Watch
Okay.
this. Watch this.
Kamala like over here being real quiet, like y'all don't need to know I'm
Come on in.
Illuminati. Just let me handle this business over here.
They hit me up in my inbox on Instagram every week. Every week they ask me, do I want to be a part of them? I'll be like, nah.
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
I don't need y'all for nothing.
They're like, come to a party. Come to a party.
Yeah.
They got mad
Soon you get to the party, you're going to take a big blue pill.
No.
And you won't remember nothing.
And you're gonna wake up the next morning.
Asshole sore
Oh,
and everything.
Yeah. Not doing it.
So
Not
if you
doing
wake up, how do you know how long you've had the erection?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look, Leslie and I are like, look at all the guys here. We want to know. Tell us.
I don't know. I have no idea. Edgy.
I'm
Blue
just
pill new
saying.
to me. I've never taken it.
Mike? No.
No.
Is that the
I
price of
can
fame?
swear to God, I've never taken it, so I don't know.
Oh, you want to know how long does it last?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wake up, you don't know how long you've had the erection if you wake up with the erection. Like, it could
If
be
you
4
fell out.
hours. Do you wake up and call the doctor, or do you wait until
Wait.
you've been awake for 4 hours?
I put on X videos. I put on.
Automatically.
And put on some
If it's-
oven mitts.
If you don't, it's broke.
Yeah, Yeah, but I'm just saying some of y'all be doing some sketchy things. And
Some of y'all.
I am convinced there's at least one dude on the planet who has woke up with an erection like, I didn't do that.
Oh yeah, I wake up like that every morning.
Like he's ready.
Every morning.
And in the blue corner.
What is it, boy? What is it? What is it?
What do you smell?
They call it the morning wood. That's what they,
It's a
natural thing.
reaction in the morning.
He is a morning champion, has knocked out so many things in the early AM. He is ready for battle. He is undefeated in early morning fights.
Get up to go to the bathroom and knock over your glass of
He
water.
will
like,
kill
"Damn."
you before he pees. He is the current.
he has the courage.
Known to get beat like a stepchild.
No.
Y'all so nasty. Yeah.
He puts it down like no other.
I'm messing with y'all.
I'm sorry, I started that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Let's come out that blue corner.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, she just had some questions. That's all.
So my question is for Leslie.
Uh-oh.
Leslie,
Yes.
what is something you wish you knew at a younger age?
Still during Christmas time. No.
No.
The shit's free.
I wish I knew that you didn't have to tolerate being abused by people for the sake of being liked.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a good.
Sorry,
Oh my
but-
God. Oh my God.
Like-
You know what? I know a few female comics who got tricked and slept with people,
Oh shit, I did.
and they don't even do comedy anymore. And they were funny, and it just messed their whole
Their whole shit up.
I
their
can
whole
guarantee
shit up.
you
That's why I
pretty
don't
much
mess with
any
the
woman
sisters,
comic has
man.
had one of
Yeah.
those experiences.
I don't mess with the system.
Well,
And-
these people weren't just other comics. Yeah, you can fuck the other comics. These people were to get them on television
Or something.
and
Yeah.
to try to
And
book them,
didn't.
and they did, but they didn't show. They got booked. They taped, but they never showed.
Yeah.
And I know people like this, man, and people who did this. You're a rotten bastard for doing females like that.
Look, it's
Because I know
some
a lot
people
of
doing a
sisters
lot
who-
worse for a lot less.
Yeah, they're not
mean-
doing comedy anymore. You know,
You took the fire out of
the
them.
thunder.
Yeah.
You took the thunder way out of them.
Mhm.
You know that for Def Jam, they would tape 4 people, show 3.
Mm.
Mhm.
She taped. I'm not gonna say the guy's name or whatever who was the.
You don't have to. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, that's the thing with entertainment. Even now, there's this element of people in entertainment that know they can get away with that.
yeah. No
I mean,
doubt.
at the end of the day, they know they can get away with it. It's
I mean,
not whether it's
Harvey-
right or wrong. It's
I mean,
can
do
they
you
get
know
away
how
with
many
it.
little young girls from all the little TV shows that everyone watches that Harvey Weinstein had sex with, or just
Right.
or raped, or
Allegedly.
they let him have sex? I mean, you know.
Mhm.
Do you know how many? I mean,
Well,
how
and
long
we're
he's
only
been in
now-
business? I mean,
We're
come
only
on.
now
Yeah.
starting to understand the whole dynamic of how
This thing
how
works.
horrible coercion is, because they're just like, oh well, you made a choice. Well, okay, if your choice is either get thrown out the door and hit by a bus or have to do this thing, I mean,
This is Hollywood.
and
this
that's
is
what a lot of
Hollywood.
Yeah, positions of
and
power is above
And yeah, and you're out there. It's just like a comic who's been doing stand up for 30 years, then get to LA and hey, they want you to throw on the dress, or they want you to do this, or they want you, and it's hard to go back home after you've been doing comedy
yep.
for 30 years. You've been fucking making yourself for 30, 40 years, and then this is standing between you and success and total success. It's hard to go back home, let me tell you. It takes one hell of a person to say, nah,
Not that way.
not that way.
Yeah.
Stephen G, we got a dress for you right there in the dress closet. Go ahead and put that on real quick so you can be in this.
You'll blow up. You'll blow up right now. See, sometimes I wish I didn't have the integrity. Call me Illuminati.
Right.
It'd be Stephen G.
Illuminati,
Mom.
call me. But
sometimes
wish-
it's like this whole being the bigger person thing is not panning out for me.
It's not panning out. Really.
Oh,
Sometimes I
man.
wish I didn't have all this. You know.
But that's crazy though that this whole position of power thing,
Sure.
it's mind-boggling even at a local level.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, and that's the
people-
thing. Some people just really embrace this. I'm a big deal. I mean, we were talking
Oh,
about it
wow.
earlier.
Well,
And
Hollywood
all they got to do is get enough people to believe it. It don't matter if they're a big deal or not.
or not.
They just got to
It
get
doesn't
enough
even
people to
matter.
believe it.
Absolutely.
And that's how, you know,
And it's people,
You don't figure that paper thing out.
I'm not.
Les, it's people in Hollywood that work for these agencies,
Mhm.
and they think they the big shit too.
Mhm.
And so they think, hey, we need you at this and that, and be there at 6:30 a.m. and all of this, because they're getting paid off what you're doing.
Right.
Mhm.
So they're gonna try to run hell out of you.
Right.
All over the place. And let me tell you what you do with that.
Mhm.
Don't answer, like you slept through it.
Mhm.
So when they do get in touch with you, don't answer and don't come, because then they'll be like, "Oh, you're no more," and bye.
Mhm.
They'll have press conferences about you said you quit.
Mhm.
Oh, he said he quit
Yeah.
comedy. He said he quit.
I think
Yeah.
I think we killed Bernie Mac because I remember the time when he died. People said he died, but he didn't die yet.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Kill Bernie Mac. He helped kill Bernie Mac.
Right.
Man.
It's like it's the craziest. I'm like, damn, rest in peace, fam.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
I
in the
remember
hospital.
I'm not gone.
No.
We need to try to stand beside our leaders and stuff
Yeah.
instead of
But I
behind
mean,
them all the time.
All of
Absolutely.
these big,
Because we
like,
push them right out to be killed and everything. If we were all beside each other, it'd be harder to
Mhm.
mess with us.
Mhm.
You know.
I mean, that's why we gotta support Coming to America. But no, on a serious
For
note, I think we do.
example.
No,
For
we do.
example.
I think we have to. I mean, because it's black excellence. I mean, no matter how you like it or don't like it or whatever, it's still black excellence. So
It is.
support it.
And we have to support one another.
Yeah.
Even when we fall short,
Absolutely.
we have to support one another.
Mhm.
I mean, everything on BET is Tyler Perry. Like, he's the only writer in Hollywood right now. Now, I love Tyler.
But he's paying a lot of people to work.
Yes, he is. And so we have to support him.
And he got the Tyler Perry
But
studio.
it's
I
a
was like,
reason.
but I'm giving it back.
There is a reason that they have my brother and only him, like he's the only writer. Like I just said. Like I just alluded to. Like, he's not the only black writer.
No, he's not.
But all of his stuff is on. So it's a reason for that, believe me.
I mean, but is he the only black writer in position? 'Cause that's the thing. Because he out here, shoulder shrugging.
No,
Well,
it's
but when
not.
you got your own
Roman with
studio.
No,
Oprah.
green
He got his
lit.
own studio. And,
No. If you're green lit or not. You know
Yeah.
what if you're green
You're not going to
lit.
get your own
You
studio.
can go into
unless
Hollywood
you-
right now. If they green light you, guess what?
Mhm.
Everybody be scrambling to write a movie for you, a sitcom for you, or everything for you, because guess what? You're green lit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, when Kevin Hart went out, and I just want to use Kevin as an example.
Okay.
When Kevin went out, and they grabbed Kevin. He's green lit. Everybody's scrambling to do something with Kevin Hart because he's green lit. He's brand new. He's not proven, but he's green lit.
Mhm.
He's green lit. You've got people like Jamie Foxx at award shows talking about, hey, Kevin Hart, let's do a movie together. This is an Academy Award winner.
Best Oscar, best male.
Talking
actor.
about, hey, Kevin Hart, let's do a movie together. If that
Yeah.
doesn't tell you about the lighting gauges of Hollywood, I don't know what does.
He went from being in Ray to being on the Shazam show on Fox. It's like, okay.
He
He
was
was still
in
getting
a-
money though. That's not a bad
I
thing.
mean,
but it's
he was in a
like
stratosphere
amazing,
that
you know?
you don't supposed to reach, and he's reaching back and saying, "Hey, Kevin Hart, let's do a movie together,"
Mm.
because he's so green lit by the Hollywood elite.
Man. But when people be talking about that shit, like people like Cat Williams, they be just, man, because Cat was
Mhm.
talking that I was listening. He had Red Grant Rhythm on there too. He's like,
Well, yeah.
let me tell you something.
I mean, they can't do nothing. I'm good with it. I'll say what I want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I am not signed by. I don't want to mention their name, but
Sure.
that's why I'm not signed with anybody, because you're not going to censor what I say. I'm not going to go on apology tours the next morning just because for some millions of dollars. I'm not going to put on a dress so you can show me and portray me in a dress in front of millions and millions of little black kids who looked at me as a hero, but now they see me in a dress.
Yeah.
You're not gonna demasculate or emasculate me
Absolutely.
in
Yeah.
this manner.
Mhm.
No, like I said, sometimes I wish I was less of a spiritually inclined person
Mhm.
or somebody who gave a damn, but I do, and I'm sorry, but I'll take the hundreds of thousands. You let me slip through. I got a little name. You know what I mean. I'm
Right.
$20 a minute. Go do something about that. I'll
Mhm.
say what I want to on stage.
Mhm.
I'll say what I want. I'm not bought off by anybody because I'm not signed with anybody.
Mhm.
Now these people who signed with somebody, Kevin Hart had the Kevin again
Mhm.
because I have to use them as examples. For 5 years, Kevin, you had the biggest mic.
Mhm.
You said nothing. You said nothing. And
Yeah.
we can't respect that as comics. Not as black men.
Yeah.
We can't respect that when you're gonna I mean you all the things that happen on your watch. All the things that happened, Sandra Bland and I'm just Trayvon Martin and everybody, you didn't mention anybody not one time.
No, go see his movie Night School. That's
Not
what he
one
talks
time.
about. And you're right.
Not one time.
I mean, but I don't think. But I think that's not just. It's not just a Kevin Hart issue. I think a lot of people who are in the Rock, it doesn't matter who it
Everybody.
is, they don't want to. They don't want to give up the idea of not working again.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
what I
I
think,
mean,
yeah.
Of not working.
Right.
Yep.
It's like, oof.
Kevin said I won't put on the dress.
Right.
2 weeks later, he was on Saturday Night Live in a purple dress.
Yeah.
And they didn't even you could tell they threw together a bit.
Yeah.
They threw that together. It wasn't even well written.
I told you they was like, watch this.
Right.
Oh, watch
Yeah.
this.
Watch this. Watch
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gabrielle Douglas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. He was imitating one of them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
this was immediate. Immediate. After you said, I don't have to do this.
Right there on YouTube.
Yeah, immediate.
I saw that.
And you out the game. No, you're not.
No,
No, she's not.
I'm semi-retired.
No, she's not.
Y'all gonna peer pressure me
Because
back.
people,
That's
hey,
That's
because
right.
people really want to know the real, and some people, and there are clubs all around the country who love us that are the underground comics, who are not afraid or not bound by any rich people to say what we want to say.
Mhm.
You know,
I wanted to go back to something when Hassan said that you don't like to talk about politics.
Mhm.
And I have a problem with the word politics.
Okay.
Because a lot of what is labeled as politics
is just
in the United States is
Uh-huh.
injustice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like,
Yeah.
why you want to be political? Why you want to? Okay, Juneteenth, fact.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tulsa Massacre, fact.
Mhm.
Okay, abuse of indigenous people, fact.
You all fat.
That's not politics.
Yeah.
That is bullshit that people did to other human beings.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
16th
people want to just say, "Oh,
Street
it's just
massacre,
politics."
the church fact. I mean,
Right. I mean, the list is so freaking long.
Yes, it
and
is.
and the thing is, then everybody want to talk about, well, this was in the past, everything. Dude, we talking about last Tuesday. All right. Don't be acting like. I mean, we're talking about the civil rights
such in the
movement.
past.
Ruby Bridges is just in her 60s.
Mhm.
The young black girl who integrated in elementary school, she's just now in her 60s.
All right.
So it's like it's not
So-
that long ago.
And no.
That little girl.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's a lifetime.
I was
It's like
I was thinking about this today. I was
Yeah,
just like,
she's alive
so
right
many
Yeah.
times
That's what I'm
people do this whole, well, the next generation. We've been the next generation.
Yes.
Sure.
Are we just gonna keep letting them pass the buck because their traditions ain't changing?
Yeah.
We're seeing the same thing. Look, I'm so happy that 45 is not president anymore. Okay,
Yes.
please do not misunderstand what I'm about to say. But I've been side-eyeing Joe Biden since ever. And the thing is, let's be real. What do we get offered every 4 years? What they consider the best and the brightest, not
Yeah.
what we consider the best and the brightest.
No.
I mean, AOC barely squeaked in there because she's from a very progressive urban city.
They give you 3 or 4 people
Right.
from the billions, the millions that we have.
And what was Pelosi doing when AOC showed up? No, honey, you need to know how to act. No, bitch, we need to get you out because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I
What
mean
do we
everybody's
have?
like Aunt Nancy. I'm like, she's the one who.
What we
went
have?
to
300
Louisiana.
million people in America.
330 on.
330 million,
Yeah.
and we get to choose from
Two.
two.
Yeah.
This is a selection
Mhm.
that they boiled it down to. Like these two guys are the smartest, and they're the most capable.
And the thing is, they know they're not.
No,
At the end of the day, they know
no,
they're not. The
no.
people that are most
We
qualified
are
for the
supposed to
position
be,
of
and
president
the most
never get a
capable.
chance to run.
Never, never. And the most capable, no, no, because they can't raise the money. They can't raise the money.
That's the next thing. Raising money, having money. I mean, a national campaign. Goddamn. I mean,
Yep.
that's
200
money.
million.
Woo! Like
You
that's
need
what's
200
crazy.
million.
And
That's
help me if I'm
crazy.
wrong, but don't we just turn those commercials off? Like, who's listening to those things anymore? You can do so much more with that money.
Well, I'm glad black people ain't just running like that. It'd be, don't vote for Leroy for alderman. That motherfucker ain't shit.
For
Leroy
all the-
Daddy, you said weed over at the
Let me tell you what he did to me in 3rd grade.
right. I'm glad we ain't running.
It's I think
I
we
am
got. I
glad
think
we are not in there.
You know, black people in this country. I mean, we make up what 12%, 30% of the population, something like that. But we are $1 trillion, entity.
Consumers.
Consumer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can we not do better in that?
Right.
They'll tell you the apartment complex name or something.
Right. I'm hearing a lot of
Two-party
noise.
system is not, but I mean, I'm sorry.
But
Well, it's all you have.
But
It's what we have.
It's funny,
To
but
pick from
it's not
millions.
it's not a two-party system. I mean,
But
that's what we see on
millions.
TV. It's a lot of other parties with no money.
300
Right.
million.
You know what I'm
To
saying?
pick from 300 million people.
Ain't the Black Panther Party still partying?
Well, they are.
They better
Look,
be
they
anyway.
tried to shut that down though. Remember, like
Well,
they've
they've
been having to be like under the radar kind of. Not
they've
really.
recouped. They've recouped and everything, but they're watching them so tough, and they probably have to register every person, every gun, every
Mhm.
instead of these militia groups who don't have to
Look.
register,
Absolutely.
Look,
and they're running amok,
let me tell you though. So
roughshod around the country.
Everybody's having this conversation after January 6th
Yeah.
about extremists being in the military. I guarantee to you that every minority person that's ever been in the military, like, we told you that 20 years ago.
We told
We've
you.
been reporting this stuff since
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah,
But now, all of a sudden, somebody got caught on camera.
yeah. Another
And you
military person
embarrassed,
been saying
Because
that.
that's what happens. It's like
These motherfuckers is racist. Somebody in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines done said it. These motherfuckers is racist.
These are racist.
I holler that shit
and
out
got guns.
every day.
Okay.
And
Know how to,
I mean,
know how to use them. I mean,
they've said
it's
it.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
Dorian Hayward had to shoot down all the planes. He was a cook.
Mhm.
When they attacked Pearl Harbor, when Japanese attacked Dorian Hayward. Never shot a gun in his life.
Look, you learn real quick though.
He learned real fast.
You do.
He
that,
got
that
up
fight
on
or
the
flight
gun,
kicks in, and you're just like, well, guess
the
I'm fighting.
gunship and took control of that.
Mhm.
And I mean, gunned down, what, 8, 9? Do your research. Dorian Hayward. 9 or 10 Japanese fighters,
Yeah.
fighter planes. Gunned them down. He was a cook.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Yeah,
shot.
but when you go
they
to
didn't-
basic training, they teach you. You gotta.
Told
It's
you.
like you may not be coming in here to be an infantryman, but at
But
the end
you'll
of the day,
learn
we all-
everything.
You're
That's
gonna
what
You'll learn how to shoot.
That's what I was trying to
Hey,
do.
you learn, but hey, when you're out here, you're gonna cook.
That goddamn
He could butter some toast. You hear me?
But if something go down,
If something go
Right.
down,
I need you to pick that gun up
You're
Yes.
right.
and handle
You
your
need
business.
to know what a round looks like.
and
Yeah.
kill the enemy.
Yeah.
I think
And that's what he
brothers-
did.
I think they got to do better as black folk. I mean, because a lot of those, I wouldn't say even a lot of the white guys, but some of those white guys, they come from farms and shit, right? They got guns.
I mean, come on.
Everywhere.
Black
So
people
when
have
they
fought
shoot-
in every war.
I know we have. I'm just saying we need to now we need ownership. So when you start seeing people all this damn land, they can
Yes,
shoot any
indeed.
gun they want to, and it's like, hey, I think that's Jimbo, and then you go there with your shit. I mean,
Yeah.
what we shooting at? Vances? Come on, man. What the fuck are we on?
You know what
Wait,
really?
I actually did get to go to a range for New Year's Eve. And it was pretty boss.
I did see
Talk
your
about it.
picture.
Was I looking hot?
You was
I
looking
mean,
hot.
what?
I said, look at Leslie shooting her nice dress. Lace dress.
I had this Lana Kane thing that I wanted to. It was on my bucket list, and I got it off my bucket list. It
Did
was
you?
it was
Did
everything
you really?
it looked like. I was what was it? There was a I know it was a 9, baby. It was, what brand was it? There was a Smith and Wesson, and the other one is what?
A 9mm?
The Taurus. So, but
Smith
yeah,
and Wesson?
Okay, last name and last name.
How about that?
And it was funny because we pulled my target back up, and he's just like,
How about that?
"You shouldn't be shooting better than me."
He's killing it.
Bow, all in the head and the throat.
Was that your first? That was your first time.
Well, no, because when I was in the military, they had us. But I hadn't touched a weapon in like 6 years, and I was just like, "I want to do this Lana Kane thing." And he's just like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
Right,
serious." He's
like,
just like,
yeah.
"Let's do
Hell
it."
Was she all in the head and the heart and the heart and the neck? Man. Oh my God.
I had it.
Like, okay.
Like I have never.
You sharpshooter.
Never.
I put up
Yeah,
the
I'm not
benches,
fucking
but,
with her.
I
Never.
put up the benches, but no, I was shooting a 9mm. I know my limits, right? But my dude, he had a Glock 40, man. So he thought he was doing something. You know, he in there like, yo, man, I got this. You got this shooting this shit. Pow, pow, pow. Man, management walked in like, hey,
How you doing?
you need to get out of here, man. Out here turning up our shit. He was like, I was about to leave anyway. Like, don't leave gracefully.
He was about to go anyway. That's
Okay.
why I played it.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Sounds legit.
My next question is for Dick. Dick
Dickerson.
Dickerson.
RJ.
Before you get on stage,
Double D.
how do you get into character?
Oh, man.
He be trying to be quiet, but everybody be rushing him. No.
How do I get into character?
Hey, I'm
Eat
Stephen
the
G.
food.
Hey, this is Stephen G. Hey, listen. I work with Dick Dickerson. so listen. When he's trying to chill, you know, as a comic, you're trying to chill.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking to Dick Dickerson's fans and shit now. Look, he's trying to get in the character, trying to get in the shit. Leave him the fuck alone before he gets on the stage. We want to be left alone. We don't need, hey, go kill him. Go. Hey,
Yeah.
do that. We don't want to hear anything. We're trying to run our stuff back in our mind, and we are recording or rewinding our act in our mind. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
So leave us alone at that time,
Absolutely.
please.
I think I get my everything together during the intro song. Like
Right.
when the intro
For real.
song is
You're
coming
feeling
on,
it.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like,
feeling
okay,
it.
all right.
This how I'm gonna go.
I'm about to fuck 'em up.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get that? Like I'm gonna say this.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start with this.
Mhm.
You know,
So that's why.
fuck it.
When y'all see me,
You
like,
get bust with that.
if you ever see me perform, like what I do, like when I turn up before the song, that's me thinking the whole time. Y'all don't even know. Like I'm thinking on y'all bitches. Y'all don't even know.
Right. You ever start with your closer?
Oh
You ever go out there and start with your closer, and they're like, oh, I got a feeling. Oh, man, listen. Damn, man.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? You start snaking
where you
and shit.
from?
Oh, wow. What's up with y'all?
Oh, are y'all a couple? What's going on? over
Yeah,
here?
yeah. You start with your finisher.
Any birthdays out there?
Man,
What else I wanted to tell y'all about?
right.
Or y'all done made me forget what I was gonna say.
What was I talking about? That's when you know a comic's bombing. What was I talking about? You're bombing right now. Because you're asking the audience what I'm talking about. You're bombing.
That's what you're talking about.
That's what you're talking
I
about.
ain't
Then
gonna
you start
I ain't
talking
gonna
Say
hold
about
good
nobody
night.
up. I ain't
Good
gonna hold
night.
nobody up. Aaron Petway, he got a joke about that type of shit. You know when the comedian's bombing. But he'd be like, hey man, get up for these walls, man. This is real nice walls.
Real
One
nice
time for the
wall.
lights, everybody.
Real This paint is the perfect color for this club.
And let's hear it for Jay for putting this together, y'all.
Where'd y'all get this mic from?
Yeah.
Mother
He'll say, give it up for
lady.
everything.
Do not drop this mic. Do not drop this mic.
Young comics, quit saying give it up for everything. That's what my man is saying right now. Don't and give it up for the club. And give it up for the DJ. And give it up for go out there and tell your jokes. You jump right into your comedy.
Give it up for
Quit
this.
saying give it up for everything.
Give it up for this next joke.
Yeah,
got-
give
you
it up
got-
for
I'm
that.
gonna clap and laugh before I tell it. But listen,
Give it right. That's what you do. Give it up for this one.
You got
I'm
3
here,
minutes
drop
and 2
this.
minutes of it is giving it up for something.
Right. 2 minutes in,
Give it up.
he got 5 minutes. It's like, bruh, where's the joke?
Right.
my hands be hurting after that. I'm like, how many times you want me to give it up?
Everybody's like, we drunk. We ain't that drunk.
Or-
you gotta,
or-
sooner or
Or
later
if they tell you
earn
to
something.
do 7 minutes and you dance or something
Oh,
for
goodness.
3 of that.
You're right.
Come on, man.
I did see somebody do that at Hassan's show
Come
last
on, what are
week.
you doing?
I said, when's he gonna get his
You're
ass
supposed
up
to
there?
be doing comedy. They told you 7 minutes. You're supposed to be rushing in to the Hey, how you guys doing? Have you ever seen or have you ever been with or I was over or something? You're supposed to be jumping directly in.
Right. And it's funny.
It's supposed to be material. Jump in.
Because Funny Bone actually can teach you that. I mean, even though they ain't real good teachers, you know,
No.
they want you to
No.
jump on the stage.
Well, no.
Like they want you right here by the steps, and then you jump on the stage, and then that's it. Like they don't want you doing the slow walk up and then
Right.
No.
high five. And
No, they don't want you
Don't
doing
make
none of that.
Right.
It's comedy.
It's comedy. We ain't come here for that. What is this? Like we out here giving out instructions.
What are you,
right?
Sammy Davis Jr.? You a man, Bojangles, and he dance for you. I mean, what you gonna do? Put on a whole review for fucking? What are you doing?
Okay, the song been on for 3 minutes. All right.
Yeah,
Right.
and you're dancing.
We
Instead
This is a
of
understand.
new
intro, you
dance,
got
y'all.
the
Foul,
whole
foul.
song.
Foul, 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 foul,
Let
foul.
the song play, DJ. They
Let
need
the
to
song
hear this.
play.
They need to
And the
hear
one guy
They
that
do
did that
this.
wasn't even on
This
stage.
is comedy.
I'm like, get the fuck! I was. What's he
Again,
doing?
again, if you're missing this and you're listening,
Oh,
this is what young comics do. And hey,
If you're
that's
wondering why
not
nobody told
com-
you this is why we're here tonight.
Yeah. That's not stand up. That's not comedy.
That's breakdancing.
I mean, they told you 7 minutes. Even if they're playing music, when you get up, you tell them to cut that off immediately.
I swear I seen somebody.
As soon as you get on stage, thank you, DJ.
I seen this.
That'll be enough of that.
I seen that.
Hi, how you guys doing? And go right in with jokes. You tell some jokes. You get in with comedy. You don't go. No, you don't come. You're not a dancer. You're not a rapper. You're a comic. If you add these things later, hey. But
Yeah.
right now, you
But
need
don't
to
lead
learn
with it.
jokes.
Don't
You
lead
need
with
to learn how to tell jokes.
People want to push the cart before the horse. It's
Yeah,
just like,
there you go. There you go.
You can't do that. You need your time. Everywhere you can go. But sometimes,
Well, we got a lot of comics. You have a lot of comics who start and they want to headline before they even can feature.
yeah, first show.
Like, hey, I'm. No, you're not.
Mm.
No, you're not. I
One
know
time-
you're hyped about it. I know you're hyped about it.
One time, this young dude, we were like chatting, right? And he watched one of my videos. He's like, "Man, you're really good. What you need to do is you just need to put this and let it go viral." I'm like, "Oh, let it go viral. Tell me, tell me
So everybody can,
the magic formula on how to let." I didn't realize I was holding myself back like that, y'all.
Right.
Everybody that's rude.
Let it go viral.
Let it go
Let it go.
viral. Oh, okay. And then got mad at me because I asked more questions. I was
Yeah.
just like, well, no, I'm just like, you're making it sound like a science. Like, what am I missing?
Yeah, what am I missing?
That, I've been doing this for the past 5 years and you just, why
Let
am
it
I
go
doing
viral.
this to myself? Oh my God, he was so mad at me.
It's a lot of new comics who think they could just, it looks easy, right?
Well, they've
That's the
seen.
I let them do
Well,
it.
they
They've
see
seen
people
people
who
do
make it look easy.
Yeah.
Right.
and so they've got this
10
one
minutes,
national
10 minutes.
act out of how many thousands of people.
Yeah.
I mean, like Justin Bieber. So Ellen found him. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ellen doesn't find 23,000 people every year. Ellen finds 2 people every year.
Right.
So the rest of us gotta, get in where we fit in. But
Well, you're
they're
gonna
just
have,
like, oh, it's just so easy. And I'm like, oh, really?
you're
So
gonna have
tell me more about
a
your
million
career.
people who like the profession. They think they funny a little bit, but they like the profession more than they know they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be part of the camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
The comics just getting together. They want to be part of that. They see it. I've seen sweeper uppers,
Mm.
chicken fryers. Because I worked in so many comedy clubs. Hey, I'm going up next week.
Give me a tip.
This was the ticket taker. This was the ticket taker out front. Never thought about doing stand-up, but he heard so many. And, he's been inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So damn it, he's gonna try it.
Well, they laugh at the cookouts.
This ain't the cookout.
No. I'll tell you what it is. He's seen people who not that good,
Yeah.
and he said,
Well,
"You know what?
well,
I fucking can do that.
right.
I can do that.
So what's up
Listen,
with the? What's up with
I
the
can be
wild-
funnier
Yeah,
than him.
I had a friend, and
Had.
he ain't that smart.
He's not your friend anymore.
Nah,
Like I had a friend.
I had a friend. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Is he dead or he gone?
He's still here, but
Okay.
he comes in the room and it's a group full of comedians, and he's like, "How long you been doing comedian?" And I just,
He said comedian.
yeah, how long?
Not
you been
comedy.
doing, not comedy. And I was,
Yeah. How long you been doing comedian?
and I just started laughing hard. He's like, "Oh, he always got jokes." I'm like, "Bro, this ain't no joke, bro."
You're dumb.
I guess I'm a comedy then.
I'm a comedy.
Yeah.
How long you been doing comedian, my man?
Yeah.
I be busting funnies. I be saying sillies.
Busting funny.
I be busting funnies and saying silly.
And cracking the wise.
Yeah, I be
He gonna fuck me up.
I be cracking wise.
He's gonna know it.
So you gonna take it to the internet? So that's what you
And
gonna
make all the other
Yeah,
comics
yeah,
crack on me.
Yeah, he way bigger than me too. I don't know why I'm playing, but
Oh
yeah,
man.
he way bigger
So
Okay.
what's up with the
Well,
5 to 7 year mark though?
bing,
This is
bing
not-
to
this
the
is
ding,
not-
ding.
this is not
That's
like a
that,
shot against you. Okay, if you say you retire, you say you retire. I don't believe that for a second. But there's a lot of people who do comedy and then like
Retire
5 to 7
from
years.
At
comedy.
minimum, I'm on a break right now.
I'll take that.
Me and
That's
comedy
better
on a
than
break
Why?
right now.
I know
I'll
why.
take that.
What did I tell you?
That's
I told
fine.
you earlier that a lot of comic female comedians that I've known in the past 25, 30 years that I've been doing stand up, a lot of them have quit because of pressure to have sex by male promoters and things like that. Now,
Yeah.
sis,
Mine isn't exactly that, but Hassan and I were talking before we started taping, and I just know too much about too many people. It's really hard for me to beg problematic people for stage time.
I mean, you're not ugly and you're not you're not
Well, thank you.
non-sexy. So let me
Well, thank
ask
you.
that. Let me ask that because we have a lot of
No, I've absolutely had that
we have a
experience.
lot of young female comics out there that may be listening, and I want you to speak to how you kind of counter that.
Well, it so remember how earlier I was talking about not having the self-esteem, but then because that's the thing, is like you have to be able to have the fortitude to be like, dude, I don't have to do that. If this is what you expect, you're gonna get from I'm talented. If you ain't fucking these dudes, then you ain't fucking me.
You're right.
Mm.
Right.
When,
Okay.
when,
Okay.
when,
But not everybody gets to have that voice. Like I could only do that after people were seeking me. You know what I mean? Like when I was the one trying to get stage time, I probably would have been a little more susceptible. Now, all of this, I was 40 when I started. So I already kind of was just like, look, I'm not one of
Right.
these,
Right.
young chicks that you just gonna push around or whatever. But I mean, I
Right.
would be lying if I said I didn't get taken at least once.
But
Not
is
like
there-
all the way, but
there
somebody promised me
anything-
something and then it turned into, well, I couldn't get 2 rooms, I only got 1.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're sharing that one.
to give
Yeah.
you a great deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything you can tell them, a line or something professional when they're talking, when they're initially talking now about the show, about is there anything they could say as that's along the lines of slickness, but not just shunning and pushing them off like, oh, you trying to screw me or whatever, or but is there something they can say? Um,
But that's the problem. Each situation is different, and that's how these slick dudes work. Is they figure out what it's going to take to get you to do what they want, and it's going to be different from person to person. So for me to say, you know, what worked for me isn't
yeah.
necessarily going to work for somebody else
Okay.
because they're.
Right.
And I mean, we were talking about this too. You know, so much of the environment is dependent on alcohol. And I mean, people
Right.
know their limits, and that's all well and good. But there's there's a whole lot of dysfunction in entertainment,
Yeah.
not just comedy and entertainment. And if you're a young, impressionable person who isn't really healed from dysfunction that you've already experienced, then it's going to be harder for you to turn back any opportunity because we've been taught that suffering is the same as work.
Right. Right.
And
Mm.
it doesn't have to be that way.
Girl, you got quotables.
Like Mish, Aaron Mish. I'm telling you. Oh my God, that was. What do you think about that answer?
I know. That's why I said Leslie. Gotta have Leslie. Gotta call Leslie. I said
Gotta
that.
call Les.
Leslie's smart.
Mish was like,
I was like, I'm calling Leslie. That's who I. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my turn to get taken advantage of
Oh,
by
God.
a lady. Like I would, yeah, you know.
Well, okay, hold up. See, if we had more women who weren't taken advantage of, then
might
you would have
that
more
happen.
women bookers
Yeah.
who could potentially. But here's the thing: for a woman that has been taken advantage of, she's not going to do you like that.
True.
That's
Right.
true. Yeah.
Right.
True.
Right.
And on the flip side, or another part of that too, if they're serious about the business,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how they're going to get talent.
That's
true.
not how they're.
Nope.
Because Barbara Carlyle's my girl.
Mm-hmm.
She was the first female that ever booked me on the road.
Nice.
You know, I had to go way down to Augusta, Georgia. But I went all the way down there. You know,
Yeah.
and then she had a joint and she ran the whole. She ran Augusta, Georgia. We went Sylvania, Georgia. Now it was winter up here. We went down there and it was grass and
Mm-hmm.
sunny.
Beautiful.
Tempting.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you got to be kidding me?" And we went to a. I don't know if any Columbus, Ohio people are listening. We went to a club that looked just like the CNS on Fifth Avenue,
Yeah.
but it was a dirt road to get there, and it was like 3 miles. You know, it was like the little juke joint,
I would be
but
getting
it
nervous about a
was-
mile and a half.
I'm glad you made it back.
It's
Steve.
about three.
Right,
About 3
right.
miles. You couldn't see nothing because the cars was busting up so much dirt.
Oh boy.
And you know the lights was the only thing. And you could, if you was in the back, I'm in the back. I couldn't see nothing.
That's trust.
Yeah.
Big
Like,
time.
oh man, where are they taking me to?
Next you know, darling,
The comedians are here.
go get my shotgun.
They were frying chicken and
They better
fried.
make me laugh.
They coming to
That's
do.
all I know.
They coming to do comedian tonight.
And you better like fish or chicken, cause that's what they got. You like fish or chicken? Both.
Both.
I like how you drew out that
Both.
eye. Chicken. That's exactly how.
You like fish or
They
chicken?
said they coming to do comedian.
They doing a new comedian tonight.
Oh, that's funny.
gonna
Man,
kick-
that's
he
my
gonna-
girl, Barbara Carlisle.
This ain't even funny,
Tiffany
y'all.
Haddish put
I
her
like
on.
that shit, man.
You know, she put their necks or their
They ready.
Mhm.
they're
Mhm.
ready.
Mhm.
Yeah, Barbara Carlisle is one, and as well as Tony
Tony
Woods.
Woods, Godfrey.
Tony Woods
Tony
is a
Woods.
name that I've been hearing like forever. I was kind of like,
Tony
wait, what?
Woods is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And Dave actually used to follow Dave Chappelle used to follow Tony around in D.C.
Tony,
Yeah.
Tony.
Don't Tony West
And
got
all
a
those
special out on Netflix or something?
man, it's just now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but it's
That's
about
Stay Ready.
time.
Mm.
It's about
It
time.
is.
Yeah. I mean,
It's about time. I mean, I remember opening for that guy 20 years ago, and he
Mhm.
was ready then.
Mm-hmm.
Like 20 years ago, I opened for him.
so what happened? Like
He was
the
a
industry-
headliner then.
Like the industry kind of fucked him over, or like what happened with that?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so
Okay.
much to it though.
It
it's
is.
so
Too
'cause-
much to it. Too
Well,
much.
he's
I
a
mean,
real
that's-
guy. He's a real guy. He's 100%er.
Mm.
And he's not gonna go for everything. He's just not. He would have been made it now. Come on.
Mhm.
You know.
20 years ago, I mean, you don't headline 20 years ago and not be ready. In my,
And not be ready.
you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on. Come on.
So I can see
Something
that.
is wrong. You know.
I can see that.
Oh God.
But I mean,
What's
if it's
the
certain
guy's
people
name?
you're not gonna work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no.
like you were saying, if you don't want to put on a dress, you're not gonna put on a dress.
No, you're not.
And I really think that for some folks that are been in the business for a while but aren't, because everybody's like, oh, you need to have a special, you need to do this, you need to do that, but it's like actually getting in the place that you need to be to get that or to make that happen.
Right.
I mean, now with, I mean, honestly, I would say that COVID has kind of opened up some doors for people because a lot more people are looking more closely at, people are developing themselves on the internet now.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
You just didn't have the motivation because it was like, you got to be in the club.
What's
you
my
gotta do
man?
the thing.
Come
But-
here. Young DC Fly.
Yeah.
I mean, he just blew himself up
Yeah.
over the internet. What's the girl name?
Just Jess
Just
Just hilarious.
her. Just hilarious.
and
Her.
Daphne. Daphne.
Come on, they have that Daphne.
Oh, Daphne Springs
Daphne
is funny
Springs
as
is
hell.
Come on.
hilarious.
Like
Yeah.
I haven't really seen these people, but not in the club like to do their thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah,
I
I saw Daphne.
haven't. I haven't.
The internet comedians are trash.
Most of them are trash, and
Daphne be pretty good,
because
though.
they
She was at
did
a house
this
sick.
to blow themselves up
Yeah.
to this
You know?
status,
Yeah.
to this echelon, and you have to really have it if you're gonna blow yourself, because these people don't know. Like you've just been doing it 2 years or 3 years. They're just there
Well, and you
because
get
you're
takes.
popular,
You're only gonna put your best stuff on the internet.
and
not
you're
gonna-
just popular,
Yeah.
right?
And they
Right.
they can record
They
that.
come out.
People, and then you done got them all in this auditorium, and they're ready for you to bring the funny, and
can't deliver.
you can't bring the funny.
You can't deliver.
You can't rewind that. You can't rewind that. You can't
do what
re-record.
you just
Right.
You can't
recorded.
re-record
Right,
when you're
right.
on stage.
You can't
You know
do
what I'm
what
saying?
you did
Right.
Yeah,
So
you're being funny for
30
on.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like to go out there and kill,
Not 15
bro.
minutes.
Can't.
With a set, though.
45 minutes to an hour. You're headlining.
An hour.
Right.
You're headlining,
Right.
and they give you money to headline. Like I tell you what killed Last Comic Standing. These guys only have 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You win Last Comic Standing, and you got 15 minutes worth of
And then
material.
you're trying to tour with
Mm.
15 minutes.
Shout out
With-
to Ralph.
and you're trying to
Ralphie
tour.
May.
And
Sir, sir.
Yeah.
you're trying to tour with 15 minutes.
Internet comedy, man.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to approach internet comedy for real. I mean, I know podcasts, I know how to do sketches, but I don't know how to make that a lifestyle.
I don't
Just stand up is my thing.
I don't like being involved with a chick that thinks the internet comedy is so funny. I'd be jealous as hell. Don't you know I really do this on stage?
No, but is there anyone?
And you never been to a show, Heffa. How about that?
Oh my God! Do not get me started. Do
Man.
not get
You've
me
never
started.
been to a show. Talking about how much you support and shit.
Or they want to tell you, oh, well, you could. Have you seen my set before? Let's start with that. If you haven't seen me perform before, then
Yeah.
how do you know what I can and cannot do?
No, I'm telling you, even me. And I've been at this a very long time. I will go over some of my old friends' house, right?
Doing comedy at the
They'll
Betamax.
throw on Dave Chappelle new one or Kevin Hart or,
Yeah.
or something like. I want to see that.
Mm.
I'm like, what? Don't you? What you throw that on for?
Yeah.
People do think that if you're a comic that you
They
just
do.
They just
Sometimes
eat,
and you're like,
breathe.
I'm kind of burned out on that. That's not what I want to
Right.
do right now.
What you throw that on for? Like I want to see that.
Yeah.
The cord
I don't want nothing to encourage what I'm thinking.
Right.
Right.
You fuck around and do a show, Stephen G. Be like, all right, all right, all
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I mean,
I was just trying to show you how he do comedian. If you can see how he do comedian, if you
Right,
do comedian
right.
like he do comedian, then maybe
You could kill.
Right.
Then maybe you could kill.
And then you'll go viral.
This a nigga who ain't never seen me.
we'll
that's
let
a
you
hell of a
go
callback
viral.
right there, man.
Guess what? Guess what? This is one of my best friends. But guess what? The only time he ever seen me live when I did comedy at his job.
Mm.
At his job that he invited me to for their Christmas party.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
He's never been to any. No, I take that back. He might have been to one other show in my 30 years. This is my good friend.
30 years.
We call him one of my good friends. He's one of my good friends.
Is he too gangster to show up or anything like that?
No, but they'll go to sleep. Him and his wife drank like. And
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
they'll
by
be in the
8 o'clock.
audience knocked out.
They sleep.
Man.
I remember I was in Atlanta and I asked this older dude to come to the show. And I was like, "You gonna come to the show?" He was like, "No."
Nigga, I need a couple
He's like,
rounds
I'ma
of
just-
cocaine.
I'm gonna just be honest with you, dog.
I'm not gonna make it.
Damn, okay. I
I need
respect
cocaine
that,
to
though.
come to this show.
He was like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, little brother.
I quit using cocaine.
You was stupid for that. He's like, no.
I know.
He killed my soul.
I quit using cocaine. I stopped using it.
I wasn't expecting that.
I was gonna go to the HR office on it.
Oh,
Are there any comedians' jokes on social media that you enjoy?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I think Bobby J, he's hilarious on
Comedians
Twitter.
jokes?
I don't look at jokes on social media or none of that.
Are you?
But like,
are you like talking about like a video clip?
yeah,
or?
like a video clip or Bobby J. He puts out.
Oh.
Do y'all
I
follow
can
Bobby
name
J?
a whole
I
lot
like-
of comics.
yeah.
I like Big Ja. I like Big Ja and Daphne Scream. Talk about that.
Okay, yep, yeah.
I like was it, something Davis or something like that. Ryan Davis. I like Ryan Davis.
You like Ryan?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
addicted to memes.
He's all right.
Yes.
I mean?
Like I can't. I don't know if I just don't have the attention span for video clips anymore. But memes
I'm
are
like
my
memes too.
jam
That's
Yeah.
me.
Memes is good.
anymore.
Yeah. So quick reading and
That's
keep
me.
it
I
moving.
don't
and
have
keep
the
it going.
attention
Yeah.
span
Yep.
for it no more.
Hmm.
On to the next.
Not anymore.
I don't even know how to do that. I mean, because like when you see like the videos on social media, you're like, oh hell yeah, I could do that. I'm a comedian, right? Then you get into the process, you be like, this don't look.
Look,
every year, about 700 comedians become ex-comedians every
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
around the country. Around the country,
I was almost
700.
I
about 700.
if you think
You
about
hear
it,
me?
that's 15 a state. That's really.
Yeah, about
I mean,
700.
I think Columbus has 15 every 6 months.
That's crazy.
Columbus has so many.
I was on my way. I was on my way out
That's what I wanted to talk about earlier.
because
I was talking about the 5 to 7 year. You know, you get to that point, then people be like, I'm about to
Oh.
quit.
cause people,
Oh.
and a lot of people.
Oh,
do,
is that? I hit mine late. Is that what you
No, I wasn't gonna say no.
Some people do a
No,
lot
I
of
know
different
you
things. Some people get married. You know, some people
Yeah.
get married. Some people do this.
Have
Like,
kids.
have kids. Thank the Lord.
turn 50?
Thank the Lord if they do have kids. Yeah.
I don't think that when it comes to comedy, people see what they think they see. All right, they be like, oh yeah, well, I want to be the next Kevin Hart.
The impression.
You don't have to be the next Kevin Hart.
No,
you,
you
like,
don't.
you can be like on cruise lines.
Yeah.
You can write jokes for shows. You can get.
You can be and get good money.
I don't want to be.
Born on 7779, and I don't want to be him.
You don't be. I don't want to. I was the 777. Yeah, I
Well,
should play
why
that.
would
I'm
you
gonna
want
play
to
that.
be anybody?
I'm gonna play that
I
number.
want to be real talk.
7 sound real.
7779, me and dude got the same birthday. I don't want to be him. And I'm a comedian.
I don't want to.
We out here giving out
pressure.
birthdays like nobody
The
listening to
pressure.
this
I
one.
think the pressure I think is
Cash
too
out.
real. I mean, how do you get to that point, and how do you maintain that?
You're
point?
an
Like,
individual.
I don't know if I don't know if that's for me at this point. You know, you grow older, you be like, I'm gonna do
For
comedy.
me, it's like, am I getting out of it what I'm putting into it?
Yes.
That too, yeah.
And I mean,
That's the thing.
I was in.
You feel fulfilled.
Well, and that's the thing. When I
Mhm.
started doing comedy, I was off of a really nasty divorce,
Mhm.
and I was just trying to feel like Leslie's not this shitbag that they said she was in court. And
Right.
I'm not this person
all
that
of
my
that.
ex is telling my kids I am, and I had to figure out who I was every other week because I didn't get to be mom every other week.
Don't worry
And
about it. Don't worry about it.
I knew. But that's the thing. Once you get to
Thank you.
so this happened, and it was weird for me, and I don't know if it's more a woman thing, but I was in the grocery store, and this guy's in the grocery store with this lady, right? And he's like, "Oh, you that comedian lady," and he's like gushing over me, and his woman is looking at me like, "Bitch, I will cut you." And I'm sitting here
Like, why are you
no, I
gushing over
really
her?
am. Right. I really am a comic. Like, your man don't know me.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
my name's Dick. So
Oh, well.
when you introduce me, this is Dick. I was telling you about Dick that was on the stage the other day. Like, what you mean?
right.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it's just kind of like, depending on where you are in life, when you start like wondering about your safety, or when you start wondering, I'm driving out to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania by myself to do this show for this room full of people who may or may not be feeling Trumpish that day.
Not right.
It there's kind of a lot, and like I was telling Hassan, I didn't market myself nearly as aggressively, I think, because people think that it's just telling jokes. It's not just telling jokes. You need to be PR. You need to,
Oh, sure.
and if you're really into it, you need to be running a show.
Yeah.
Because running a show is one of the best ways, to learn about it, but also it kind of gives you leverage, because a lot of times people are just like, well, hey, I got this show in, Terre Haute. We could switch slots or whatever,
Right.
And I just don't have the energy to be hurting them cats, because comics is. Ooh. If I was 30, maybe it would be different. But just things that I've been through in life, I flamed real hot for a while, and then I got tired. And like I said, it's especially it was kind of a timing thing, because I was already kind of like sliding out, and then COVID happened, and I was just like, I don't like. I already got to worry about if this dude's trying to fuck me or not. Now I got to worry about if this
COVID.
dude's trying to fuck me, and
And
if I'm
he
gonna end
has
up with a lung
COVID.
infection.
Right.
Like it's too many variables, But that's me. That's me speaking for myself. I can't, I really respect people that are still hustling and grinding and trying to find their way now. Where I was, I had some other personal turmoil going on, and I was just like, I really need to prioritize and get myself to a place where I'm strong enough to feel like I can be who everybody else sees. Because I can be that person for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's not who was going home with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I need to be that person at home as well as on stage.
Not the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Quote that too, Hassan. I need to transcript.
Same
Mike's gonna
person.
be like, baby, remember when you said?
He's back here paying attention.
Same damn person. On stage. As off stage. I'm the same person. You won't change me. God damn it.
I need to be the same person. Say that part again.
On stage.
At home as I am
well.
on stage.
Yeah.
I tell people that never seen me before. I'll be like, it's the same thing. I'm like, you're gonna get the same thing you see every day from me. I clown all day, and you're gonna see the same thing when I get on stage. You're gonna be like, I was just right here with you.
Dick, do you ever
Same
write your
thing.
jokes down? Do you ever write?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Got to. Need to.
See, I was the worst. I didn't keep a notebook,
You did?
and I don't know how I got away with it. I was doing 45-minute sets and never
See,
had a
that's
notebook.
shocking, because I know that you did.
Wow.
It's shocking to me, yeah.
Yeah.
But so many times, like I had my base things, right? I had the things about my kids,
Right.
having blue eyes. I
Your
had my things
subjects.
about being in the military, right?
Subject matter.
And there was always going to be some crowd work, especially you're not going to do an hour-long set and not do any crowd work.
No.
I mean, even if it's just
No.
minimal, you got to make sure
You are
everybody's
not.
still in.
No, you're not.
But yeah, people be like, "Oh, so where's your notebook?" Let's see. I've been meaning to start one,
See, y'all,
but
y'all got spoiled when y'all first started, especially Stevie G. When you told me your story when you first started, you was spoiled. You was,
I worked hard.
yeah, you did. You
I had to work
spoiled.
hard, but my second time on stage,
Yeah.
literally, I was a paid comic.
Yeah, and
My
that's
second time ever grabbing a mic and saying hi, I was paid.
that's amazing. You know, my
Mm.
second time on stage, I didn't get laughs. I did open mics. I did open mics for a whole year, at least 3 to 5 open mics a week, and with only 3 to 5 minutes to perform. So it was
Right.
like I had so much like and it was like almost every other day. I'm in Michigan going to I've been to every city in Michigan. I swear to God, I've been to every city in Michigan that has a bar. If I'm just with my friends and I seen a mic, I said, bro, let me get on the mic.
Hey, let me,
Let me rip it. Let me rip it real quick.
no doubt.
So that's that's I mean that's dope how y'all like how you say you was paid your second time though. Like,
Ever on stage. It was $50 for a whole weekend of shows.
oh my,
it wasn't
But I was a paid comic my
But that
second
was-
time.
that's like $500
Ever on
Yeah,
stage.
that's amazing, man.
Ever on stage.
did you say that's like $500 today?
No, I'm saying that's like $500 to a new comic. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like $50?
Shoot.
Are you
Anything
kidding?
more than a
50?
drink ticket is
Yeah.
like, wait, money?
I used
You
to
mean
get paid
real
in
money?
beers.
Fucking bucks.
They do be
Back
giving us them
then.
drink tickets. Though.
Look. And I
You
was
gonna
over here
pay
like,
you
I don't
drink
even
tickets.
drink. Don't
Yeah,
be
this-
offering me a drink ticket. How much
Hey.
that drink cost?
Look, this is 1992. I was getting $50
Yo, yeah. Oh,
for 6 shows. 1 show Thursday,
Wow.
2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 Sunday.
damn, that's a lot.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, comedically, I mean, it really is.
I was tried by the fire, but it taught me
For the love.
Yeah.
For the love.
50 bones.
it absolutely expedited my comedy prowess. How about that?
Now let me tell you about my opposite experience. I won a contest in Indy. I'd been doing it about 4 years at that point, right? And my prize was to do a weekend for them for free with no lodging.
Just free.
And my stupid butt took it
Yeah.
because I didn't know.
Yeah,
It was
no,
a club gig.
you
It was
know
a
no
weekend.
better.
And when
They probably made $5,000 on you a weekend.
so the sun, I think it was.
I've had it
the
done
last,
to me.
The
Don't.
last night of the weekend, the headliner was like, "Why aren't you filling out paperwork?" And I was like, "Well, they're not paying me for this." He said, "You never work for this club for free again." And I'm not gonna name no names, but the place has since gotten a lot of negative press for doing shady shit like that. And it's just kind of like, so, you hate that that's how you have to learn.
Right.
But
Exactly.
that's the thing. It's just kind of like, I thought I was doing something good because I was getting up in this club and every night was full of all kinds of stuff.
And
And
they
I
made
ain't even
so much
begun to
money.
tell you the rest of the BS
Yeah,
that they tried
and they
to put me
made so
through.
much money on you.
And I had no idea because I wasn't, entertainment was not a thing that I had really put a lot of time in research. Like I was doing comedy because I was trying to strengthen myself psychologically.
Right.
And what's real funny is I
Right.
thought that comics were all these well-adjusted people, and I was
Uh-huh.
trying to be
Uh-huh.
around people I want to be like,
Yeah.
and it ended up being
Like,
one
they
of the
all had
best
money.
things.
They all had money.
Well, not even that, but I just thought that
They all
comics
have
were, happy and life was good.
Well,
and
what
then
is
after I
happy
got
in
to
life is
be-
good.
But that's the
They
thing.
all have money.
No, you're not.
This is
not
what
hearing
you're
me, Steven.
thinking. You weren't
Because
thinking
that wasn't what I was talking about, though.
Deep
Because
down-
I was a person that was trying to get over some depression.
Okay.
And not having really studied comics and comedy, I thought that comics were, I
fun loving.
I didn't really internalize, the drug problems, and I didn't know
Uh-huh.
all of that. I didn't know all
Right.
of the,
But all came with it.
right.
just all fun loving.
And so when I started performing and getting to know people and realizing that people were human, it actually helped me more than if they were what I thought.
Right.
Because all my life I had been in this upper echelon thing
The
and
plastic
judged by
bubble.
a higher standard.
Yeah, the plastic bubble.
And
Go ahead and say it. The
Like,
plastic bubble.
I used to joke with one of my friends when I went through officer training. I said, "Man, it sucks to be the bottom layer of the cream of the crop
Mm-hmm.
because you got all these other folks like, well, how come you can't run your 2 miles in 15 minutes like so and so? How come you can't do 60 push-ups instead of 40? You know, and the things that you get judged by. But then it's just like you're not thinking about, and I promise you, this is not like a judgment thing, right?
Yeah.
But you're not thinking about people who, have literally given up on life for whatever reason and sleeping on the streets and don't
And
know where
they're
the next
done.
meal coming
And
from.
they're
Like,
done.
I'm up here and I got, food, shelter, housing, and I'm stressing about being like this 6'2" dude from Iowa.
Right. No, I get that.
And that was the thing. Like, I had convinced myself that comics were so, just healthy.
No.
And then when I realized that there's a lot of dysfunction in being human, it actually helped me a lot.
Some fucked up shit.
With
coming.
your
Right.
writing, with your writing,
Well, just in general.
sure.
Sure.
I stopped
With
expecting
everything.
myself to be the superhuman person, even though
Uh-huh.
he disagreed.
Right.
I think about
But it, when you kind of get these doses of reality, like again, it kind of goes back to like we were talking about politics. One person's reality is not another person's reality, and until you realize that, oh, I broke it.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Pay on your way out the door.
Right. Here's a note.
You can leave that slapstick bag here. I'll be taking this.
But that's the thing. Like in my reality, from a kid, I was a gifted kid, so I was always, in this thing. And then I didn't know what normal was, and now I'm realizing that normal doesn't exist. And the sooner you realize that normal doesn't exist, the sooner
Better
you can
off.
take off these unrealistic
Yeah.
expectations.
That's
of
Yeah.
yourself.
so true.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
true.
But again, that goes back to suffering equals work and all these other myths that we've been taught. So
Sure. All these
Yep.
clothes that please everybody. I don't know what suit pleases everybody in America, but that's wow.
Hassan's just
appreciate-
steady, right?
I mean, we appreciate that insight. I mean, it was like you just killed something,
No,
and
Sorry, I'm
I'm not.
sorry.
I promise. No, it's got the,
I don't know.
they got the
Misha
camera
over
on
here
us,
like
man.
up on the phone, and
What a right.
we're like, you could have just rambled on for just. I don't know. We got comics in there writing jokes over that. Like,
Oh, come on, man.
oh, come on. Like, what did she say? What did she say?
My live is going nuts. They like, she's like Ohio's. I don't know what they're saying. They like, she
Yeah.
can talk.
Leslie can talk.
Yeah.
That's why I
Leslie,
told you,
They
Les
like-
could talk.
Yeah.
It's true though.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what's up.
Nah, man, it's comedy is fucked up, man. Like I think years ago, Stephen G had told me, many years ago actually. He said he used to ride the bus and then just ride the bus to talk about write
Sure.
shit about other people.
Sure. I would sit on the bus. I would get on the bus like early in the morning.
Mhm.
Like when everybody's going to work, I would get up like it would be a night I can't write. That night. I can't write. So I'll be up all night. So I would be up early. I'll get up early. All right, let me get up. I'll smoke a blunt. I'll get on the bus early in the morning about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
I'll ride the bus till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mhm.
Everybody's going to work and getting off work,
Mhm.
basically. I'll ride like the major buses
Mhm.
and just sit on the back and I'll pay for an all day bus pass.
Mhm.
And I'll just sit on the back with my pad, ride around the city, get on the Cleveland Avenue first because that probably goes the furthest, and then I'll get on the number one,
Yeah.
which I think High Street,
Well, the Cleveland,
Mm.
the Cleveland,
Mhm.
the number one is the Cleveland into Livingston, and the number two is the Main
the
Street.
Main Street,
Yeah.
and I would get on the one and then the two, and spend my whole day on that.
Mhm.
I would get on the one, come back downtown, get on the two, travel the whole route, come back downtown. Sometimes I would get on the three, travel that load.
If I was feeling spicy that day.
If I was feeling really like I ain't got enough comedy,
So
written
you're-
down.
Your people
But
watch.
anytime I had comedy block, a writer's block, get on the Coda bus. Pay the $3 for all day. What is it? $3
Mhm.
to travel all day on it. You got a pass. You can
Yeah.
get on any bus. Now, if you're just downtown, you see something funny, you see somebody like, that bus gonna be a good one. Get on. Get on it.
Let me get on this bus real quick.
Get on it. Let me get on this bus. You look like some funny motherfucker like this. I'm gonna go sit on the back of this. Even if you get right off, like, they wasn't that funny. Get right up, you can catch another one. You got an all-day pass. You got an all-day pass. You could jump off. Let me off at this one. I'm across the street. Get on this one. Yeah, you could play. You could play. You know, you got all-day pass.
Yeah, when I lived in Vegas, I would go to the Strip and sit at Serendipity, the ice cream shop,
Yeah.
and just watch people. Like it was like the
Uh-huh.
center, and just watch people all day. And I would just write. That's how I write
Yeah.
articles and content. And just put it out there. Like, look what I saw.
Or the
in Vegas.
Bellagio. Everybody's waiting
Everybody-
waiting on the water, to jump up. Everybody's waiting. It's like
Sound like
200 people just out in front. They're not even in the hotel.
You ever see a group of people so ugly you just laugh? Like I do that at work all day, and everybody be like, "Why you always so happy?"
Yeah. Well, that's why they got second
It's
shift.
just my disposition.
Yeah.
That's why they got second shift. Because some people have second shift faces.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck are you working first shift for? You have a second shift face.
Maybe even third shift.
You are 3 to 11. You 3 to 11.
They don't.
Why are you up this early?
They don't.
Sure, you
smile.
can have the job. You could have the job. You're hired. But guess what? Don't want you here at 7.
Every second shifter look like they about to shoot that joint up.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Because they just woke up. Everybody else here been here since 6:30 in the morning. He come at 11:30 and shoot the whole place up.
Can't even do nothing with they
Like, who was it shooting? I don't know. He worked second shift. I don't even know who he was.
You seen that new? You look like a septic.
oh no.
At least shoot up the shift that you work with.
Oh dang.
God damn it.
A second shifter. That's crazy as hell.
He's gonna come and shoot up the second shift. He worked first shift. What kind of shit is that?
My old boy got fired.
He
and
had
put
to
on
clock
Facebook.
out
First
first.
shift happened like it was Jimmy. That motherfucker was crazy. I talk to him every day.
That's why I be cool with all of them. You remember, right?
He said he was gonna fuck this motherfucker up.
You remember, right?
You remember?
I'm the one that told you to do it.
You remember?
I love telling people.
Remember, I
work
brought
to do
you back
something I
those
want to do.
cookies from Switzerland.
We need Americans to stop being so arrogant. Americans have gotten way too arrogant.
Arrogant?
Way too arrogant. We have as Americans. We. I'm not gonna say us.
Yeah.
We. Even myself, all of us. We've gotten too. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Way too arrogant. Get off of me. Who are you talking to? And
You don't know me. No,
You
I
don't know
you're,
me.
You're right.
I
I'm
can't-
sorry.
I mean, clapping. Little kids is clapping with the hands.
I can't take a joke.
Talking with the hands. Back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fuck you up.
Still in a
Everybody.
pull up. Still wearing a pull up, clapping their hands.
Pull up. Clapping their hands.
I can't take a joke.
They knocking themselves down, falling. Bit. Wait till I pick myself back up.
Oh,
It's getting out of hand.
Oh, man, that's.
We need to reel it back in. It's going to have to be some
How-
reeling
how-
back in.
How do we do it?
Joe Biden is trying. He said,
He gave us some money. He did.
Joe Biden is trying.
He is. I will give it to him.
Joe Biden, everybody's loving Biden now. Right about now.
I don't know. I did see a video where they was asking him a question. He just walked away.
Because he feel like it's too early for you to even ask me any
Yeah.
flipping thing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
we ain't doing that.
No.
Joe Biden, what
we're
about
not
the
gonna
Build
do
Back Better
that.
plan? He's like,
We're not
But his name's slightly kind of there to Obama.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Well, his adjacency helped him a lot.
Didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
and-
vice
and-
presidency?
Because everybody's
Of
like, well, he's
course.
gonna pick a woman, and everybody's like, he's gonna pick a black woman.
He's gonna
Okay,
pick
get that together
Yes.
already.
He hit him
That's
with
so
he hit him
stupid.
with 2
He ain't gonna
times.
pick a white woman. Because it's too many Karens gonna be taking credit for that. He gonna pick a black woman.
And then black women gonna be talking about get out, get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Girl,
We-
get out.
But for real, at the
That don't sound
debate,
like a brother.
nobody is gonna forget. I'm speaking. Like everybody
right.
knew that face.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that
I'm
face.
speaking.
Right.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
don't
she
understand.
and that's a black woman. I'm speaking. That everybody like shut up. Like yes, ma'am.
Like y'all better watch out. She finna go get a switch,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be organic. Okay,
Uh-huh.
don't even play with her like that.
I just don't understand how we have a president named Joe. Like, take the Biden out there.
That's a black name. It's
Joe.
Biden.
The only Joe I know is my grandpa. Guess where he worked? The city.
They call people Joe.
Exactly.
What up, Joe?
Hey,
What's next?
Mr. Joe.
Cephas? President Cephas Jackson.
Stupidest Jackson.
Feel it.
I mean,
I
shit,
mean,
go
let's
from
be real.
Joe,
They tried
the
to
world's
turn.
your oyster.
They had to turn Barack into Barry because people are like, I can't.
If you don't get Barrett out of there,
Right.
I thought that was the
It's
dude
still only
off
2
of Mortal
syllables. It's
Kombat.
not that serious.
Thought that was a dude off the Mortal Kombat with the hands.
Barack, yeah.
Oh,
I
goodness.
knew I wasn't sure.
With the teeth and shit.
Yeah.
Barack did have some
Got
teeth.
biting bricks and all that. Yeah.
Gonna be having Mortal Kombat debates now.
Right, like yo, so I think Sub-Zero should be next.
Finish him.
He cold though. He cold.
He cold as hell, man.
I'll beat your ass. Step up. I swear to do it. Try it. Block, block, block.
Block, block.
Block, block, block. Now, pow, bing, Shazam. You know, it'd be a punch like Shazam.
I mean, because it's like,
You're like, what punch was that? Damn. He punched and kicked him.
I guarantee
Shazam.
you, though, there's gonna be a lot of babies being born in white America named Joe. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Like, yo, our 46th
Yeah.
president, Joe.
Joe.
yeah. 'Cause
Is
we
it
already
short
got.
for Joseph? No, it's just Joe.
It's just Joe.
Joe, yeah.
Joe.
I mean, they definitely gonna do it. We already got little Beyonces walking around
Sloppy
here.
Joe.
Right.
You see me sloppy Joe? That's just Joe.
Joe, man.
No, he
like,
killed me acting like he's not that old, though. Joe Biden, he's
Oh,
trying
my
to run and
goodness,
shit.
right.
He does.
He's like 90.
Joe, okay, we know you. You don't have to do that.
Sit
We
your
know you
ass
in decent
down.
shape. You could come in a wheelchair.
Right.
It's okay. We know you're in decent shape. He would, hey guys, how you guys doing? Huh? What's going on? I know I'm 98, but God damn it, Shuggy Boogie.
He celebrated.
But what about when he had that
I
foot
do the
cast
snake
on?
right now. I do the snake right
When
now.
he had that stress fracture and he had
Like
that foot
this
cast
dude.
on, everybody's like, "We told you sit your ass down."
He celebrated
He had a-
Valentine's
he had a-
Day the
it
white
was-
way.
Because they said his dog, he tripped over his dog.
He had the dog in the front lawn and he had a cup of coffee on Valentine's Day. I'm like, yo, this brother. Is
And he
not
tripped over
playing.
the dog.
Joe is rugged.
He got some real German Shepherds. I mean, they are not playing. They bit one of the Secret Service men. One of his German Shepherds bit the Secret. You didn't hear it?
That's what, no, I didn't hear that. Are they
He
okay?
bit the Secret Service. He had to go back to
Mhm.
canine training
Oh,
after biting the Secret Service man.
so they
One of the dogs.
so they put down Harambe for what he did in the zoo. Right? They're gonna kill his
Kill
ass.
him. They kill Harambe.
But the dog
But
can
he-
get some
yeah.
more training. That
Uh-huh.
sound like some shit. I'm
Don't
telling
it?
you.
Don't it?
It was a budget thing. Harambe
That-
ate too much.
Gorilla actually helped the kid.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But he got it.
Because it was hot. He was trying to cool him off, running through the water. Like,
Oh, man.
That sound like.
This is some insight.
and
I
he
didn't
was
have
waiting on
before.
somebody to come and rescue the baby. So why,
I'm telling you,
in
man.
between time and in between time, in the meantime and in between time,
When the baby fell and he didn't get messed up when he fell.
he
Mhm.
right. That's when the monkey ran over there and grabbed him by the leg and said, "I need to cool him off."
I need to cool him off.
Because he could have just grabbed him by the leg and bam, 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 bam. He could have bam, bammed him.
I need to cool
Come on
him
now.
off.
I need to cool him off. He's a little hot. It's burning up out here. It is. It is. It's fucking hot out here.
And you fell in there, baby.
It
So
was
I
like,
could
get
just
him.
imagine. I'm in
Now,
there
now,
all
strong
day.
as he is, bro, strong as he is,
Absolutely.
that gorilla,
Right.
he's full grown gorilla.
Mhm.
He could have just took him. That baby is
Silverback.
5 years old. He could have just bam, 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 bam on the brick.
Hawk style. Right there.
right then. No, he just run them through the water. Like, nah, his booty stink. Y'all ain't take him no bath. And he ran him through the water.
How is this the one that fell in? Why couldn't send me somebody?
He gonna, I'm gonna wash him out.
This one dirty.
It was a mama. It was a mama gorilla. He's like, no.
Not it.
Somebody didn't do the job.
Whose baby this is? Whose baby this is?
Who baby this is?
I'm about to let you go viral. Come here.
And then looking up at the mama. You see, bitch, this how you walk. This how you wash a baby. And kept running him through it.
So is Joe Biden's dog okay now? His house is training.
No, he went back to canine training. He's not out yet. You know, he get to come back to the White House, I think, in a couple of days.
Oh, word up. Good for him. Shout out to the dog, y'all.
Yeah, he get out.
Give it up for
He
the
don't get
dog.
put to sleep.
Give it up for the dog, everybody.
He don't get put to sleep now. None of that. That nigga went to PetSmart yesterday.
He can go to sleep.
He's not out.
He can go to sleep, but
He was spotted at PetSmart
He
yesterday.
will wake up though when he go to sleep.
Grabbing shit off shelves and shit.
Tonight was hilarious on SlapStik Comedy Radio. This was a great show.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Thank you for
So
coming.
much so.
Absolutely.
Thank you very
I
much.
called
We're
off
just
for
going
this.
in.
Yeah.
We're just going in.
Going in.
Please, y'all introduce yourselves one more time, please.
And
Yeah,
Hassan, let us know your social media too.
Absolutely, man. So on Instagram, you can find me as Funny Man Hassan _ Hancock. On Facebook, you can find me you can just find me as Hassan Hancock. On Snapchat, you can't find me there.
You're not on
on
Snap.
TikTok, you
Yeah.
can't find me there.
Can't
Yeah.
find him there.
I just got the two.
None of goofy shit.
I mean, I don't know how to do that. Shit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've
I
never
don't- I
done
don't
one.
do
Oh,
them
TikTok
dances.
is addicting.
You do them?
I know. I've done one. I've done like
TikTok.
one dance, and but it take way too long. It's only 30 seconds that you're doing the dance. It took me like I was so winded. I was just like I need to
30
get the gist.
seconds.
See, I'm gonna
It took me
strive
like
to do
3 hours to learn this dance, and it was only like 30 seconds of dance, and I was just like, this isn't even like strenuous. Like what? How is this?
Wow.
And all them outtakes.
Leslie, where can we find you on social media?
I'm hiding.
Les is hiding. Talking about she's out of the game.
I'm on
Get out of the,
hiatus at this time.
go to bed with that shit.
And don't
Go-
be surprised if I
go to
disappear
bed,
from your
Joe.
Facebook timeline. 'Cause I got about 1,700 people I still need to trim. I was
How
looking
about
at my
that?
friends list today, like, no, I need to get
Hey,
rid of
don't be kicking me off your friend list.
No,
Me-
I'm not.
me either.
And,
Hey,
and you know
come
what,
on,
Save?
man.
You said you looked at my page. And it's,
Yeah.
oh, so I'm still looking at my page. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Hey.
But I mean, usually you can just hear me running my mouth on any various podcast. I don't really have I'm like in the process
just
of
so
rebranding
modest.
for my
so
comeback.
Flipping modest. Oh my god.
Leslie will be back. She'll be warming up at Hassan's open mic soon.
Absolutely.
not retiring.
Not off the hook.
Sign
Yeah.
up is at
See them
7:30.
cups right here. Oh, she's in them slapstick cups.
I'm wearing
Right?
my slapstick gear too at the show next
I should
week,
have
so-
slapstick radio.
I am
t-shirt
geared up
on.
and ready. I will have it with me.
Thank you.
But goodness gracious, we are in the building. We are doing it professionally, you guys, and thank you all for tuning in. I'm Stephen G. We've had a great show tonight.
Yes.
We've had some professionals
Yes.
here
Thank you.
tonight.
Thank you, brother. Is that my cup?
And Dick, where can we
Uh,
find you
no.
on social media?
You can find
Yeah,
me on all
that's your cut.
platforms at comedian Dick Dickerson.
Sure, you can have that.
Make sure you
We
put
got
comedian.
more for you.
Make sure you put comedian in front of that
You
before you
gonna
search
get
anything.
something else?
Yep,
There's
comedian
something on
Dick
your back.
Dickerson. Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Pornhub, all that.
Pornhub, everything.
How come that's the only one we heard though? Like
Yeah.
he said all the other
Pornhub.
ones, and everybody's like, Pornhub.
That's where the other.
Where do you
money-
see
that's-
his
that's-
jokes?
That's where the other money.
Where do you see his jokes? Where do you see his jokes? They gonna be so funny. Like this.
Dick, Dickerson. Dick Dickerson. Dick.
Started with a freestyle, end with a freestyle. That's how you do it.
That's right. That's how you end it. Thank you all so very much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Make sure y'all check out comedyslaps.com. Go to our blog at WordPress, slapstickcomedy.com.
There you go.
Check out our new articles and make sure you tune in next Thursday, 7 to 9 on Slapstick Comedy Radio.
Hey, I'm Stephen G.
I'm Misha Mish, and we're signing off. Good night.